Glenn Greenwald. Hey, Glenn Greenwald. Excuse me, brah. You're excused. You're excused. Glenn Greenwald passes by me. He's in this is a gay club, by the way. Don't ask me why I'm there. This is a gay club because Glenn Greenwald's there. Don't ask me why I'm there. I'm there to kill everyone. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm gay as it comes, pop my cherry with the guy all my followers say they will rape, kill, and die. Beezer tried to switch it up, but he crawled back and coped. Kanye West fired me, I think it's time to rope. Told the Groypers I quit cause ass crosses are a sin. America first, yay tree, it's got trims from Bangkok to Berwyn. Real queer in my coat and duck boots, I'm looking suspicious. Kanye's dick is delicious, Breaking in the Jaden's room, waving round a black light. If you're in the cozy lobby, you'll be waiting all night. Cause you know I'm always starty. Give it to me. Wanna see you grown by Ollie. Give me smiley. When Ollie is in the party, little boys all pull down their pants. Got a glow in crypto, don't know a couple $100 grand. Was snake but still got my ring kissed by the red-hatted fan. Judas was my best friend but tried to kiss him at Spider-Man. Started hating women when my sister stole nutrients. Wait until they find that commie whore's only fans. Beardson is my most loyal bulldog, sick of fan. Drugs, my Milo had me biting the pillow partition. If you're at the Capitol, break down barriers twice. If you see me or Tyler Russell, pretty please don't go ice. Got a whiff of James laundry. Give it to me. Was locked out of the Super Bowl party. Give it to me. Can't stop yapping on about the Model U, and it's now been like 10 years. When you're a test tube baby, you end up turning into a queer. Wait for me to start my show, but I'm still seething at my chair. Won't eat anything except McDonald's, I just can't seem to care. Keith Woods is blowing up on X, and I'm still seething about it. I'm mad at him because he didn't spurg out like I did. Scam my viewers got fired and said that I still worked with Ye. I lied and said I quit because vulture lyrics were not okay. Breaking in the Jaden's room, waving round a black light. If you're in the cozy lobby, you'll be waiting all night. Cause you know I'm always naughty. Give it to me. Wanna see you grown by Ollie. Give me smiley. Oh, get boy, get me. Oh, yellow Kathy. 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 If you're at the Capitol, break down barriers twice. If you see me or Tyler Russell, pretty please don't call ice. Cause I love my squatty body. Give it to me. Was left out of the Super Bowl party. Give it to me. Breaking in the Jaden's room, waving round a black light. If you're in the cozy lobby, you'll be waiting all night. Cause you know I'm always starty. Give it to me. Wanna see you grown by Ollie. Give me smiley.
Alright. What's going on, chat? What's going on, guys? Oh, yeah. I felt like starting off strong today. Because you know what? It's been a minute since we got to talk about Nick in depth. And people have been asking, Mikey, when are you going to make a Nick Fuentes update? And I'm still taking my time because we're still in the middle of a growing arc. We're still in the middle of a great arc. This is going to make a great saga in a future video another few months from now. Maybe in December, maybe in early 2026. Who knows? But I'm taking my time because this isn't going to go the way that the Groypers think it is. Because they don't understand. They don't understand the AF cycle like I do, like you guys do, like all of the Nick Fuentes detractors do, right? They don't get it. They think that we're opposing Nick because, I don't know, he's a Nazi or he hates women or, I don't know, he hates race mixing or some stupid shit like that. The reason why we don't like Nick, and the reason why this ultimately is going to go very badly for him and the people trying to prop him up, well, we'll all see. Anyway, I'm glad you guys could all join. You guys make it. We're gonna have a fun show today because this is something I wanted to do for a while. I've wanted to make this content for a minute. I thought about making it a video, but I'm like, fuck it, no, because I want you guys' input for this, right? So as you can see, I have amassed not all of Nick's gay moments, because let's be honest, there are too many. We would be here all day, 12-hour, 13, 14, 24-hour endurance stream if we were to go over all of the minutia of homoeroticism in Nick Fuentes' life, right? But here I've gathered what I believe to be top 10 or 11 most gay moments in Nick's life over like the last decade or so. And I feel like what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna like evaluate how gay are these. I made a joke about this in my documentary when I said a Nick Fuentes gay moments tier list, and we got an actual one. There are some bangers, right? There are some extremely gay, like insane, like the most flaming nigga that you know hasn't been caught with a moment as gay and flamboyant as some of the shit we're gonna go over right here. So, oh shit, I just remembered. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it in the middle. Or maybe we'll just save that for last. Anyway, let me just read the chat. Nick is a CIA plant. I don't know about CIA. He's a plant. Somebody is back. See, you don't always have, it doesn't always have to be so, you know, personal with the person, with a plant, or with, you know, an asset. Sometimes you can be very subtle. Just be in their chat. And you know how like Vickers would just come into Cog's chat and he would just donate to Cog every once in a while. You know, he would just drop hundreds of dollars worth of dono or send Cog shit. It could be something like that, but it can be anonymous. Like that one French nigga who sent Nick like $250,000 worth of Bitcoin and then killed himself, like right before Nick did all that Jan 6 shit. You know, stuff like that. I'm glad you guys like the opening song. It's one of my favorites. I knew I had to use it. I had to put it to use. He's zesty. Oh, yes, he is. Nick is a very zesty boy. Oh, great. I did not miss the Catboy Cammy date. That's still uploaded. You can watch the full 10-hour date on like BitChute or Odyssey or Rumble, I'm pretty sure. They're all of those are archived. Did you get shadow banned? I don't know. You're not banned in my chat, brother. I can see you. All right. So I have 11 moments, and actually, you know what? Hold up. Before we do this, I just thought about it. Let me get rid of the F tier. Yeah, fuck it. There are no F. You know what? Let's get rid of E too. There are no. All of Nick has never gone below D tier level of gay his whole life. That's as low as we're gonna go. I'd be surprised if more than one moment here ends up in D tier, if any of them do. So, just to go over this, I really don't need to go over this because you guys already know. Everybody who knows anything about Nick Fuentes already knows that this dude is a closet flamer. And it wouldn't even be that big of a deal if he stopped pretending like that wasn't the deal. If he would just come out of the closet, nigga, like literally all of his groypers would accept it. Groypers are like supportive family members of a gay nigga who's still in the closet, and they just play along, and it's like, oh yeah, you're totally dating Susie. Yeah, you're gonna get married. Oh yeah, son, we don't think you're gay. You know, they know, but they just don't want to say it because they're being nice. That's what the groypers are to Nick Fuentes. They already know, but they just play along. They just play along for Nick's benefit. He has a very supportive fan base. That's why I don't understand why he hates them so much. So many dudes who are in the closet wish they would have as supportive a fan base as Nick does. There are so many like in the closet dissident right niggas who wish that their fans were as cool with them being gay but pretending to not be as Nick's fans are. So, as you can see, I got the tabs up here. So here are we at. We got the Catboy. These are the 11 top moments. The 11 top gay moments that I can come up with. One is Catboy Cammy. 2 is the Sussy Squad. 3, literally everything to do with his relationship with Jaden. That shit was like extremely sus all throughout. 2 is Euphoria. No, 4 is Euphoria. 5, Destiny. 6, his Catboy fetish. Some of you guys would say, well, Mikey, shouldn't Catboy Cammy and the Catboy fetish both be in the same group or category? No, you'll see. When we get to it, you'll see why I had to break them up. Number 7, we got Pariah the Doll and Dollhouse. Number 8 will be the IDF, quote unquote, hacking Nick's stream. So he was streaming gay porn. I had the numbers wrong. Number 10 is Nick's war against wife Jack and marriage, the idea of marriage in general. And the final one is Boss Baby. Oh, wait, hold up. No, I was right. See, I got it wrong. That's number 9. Number 10 is Boss Baby and him looking at fit niggas, looking at buff, cute boys with muscles. That's number 10. Number 11 is the Mr. Krabs incident. I'm sorry, I forgot to make a fucking category for that. I'll make it a group right now, actually. Add to group. New group. We'll just put Mr. Krabs, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get there. Here's what we'll do. We'll put Mr. Crab last. How about that? We'll put him last. Okay, so I was just very motivated because Nick has been the talk of the town quite a bit for like the last week or 2 or 3. There was recently an article that was put out where they're just like sucking Nick's dick. Who put out that article? Some major lib publication put out some article about how Nick seems sane compared to JD Vance or whatever. They're basically trying to, well, there are 2 theories. One theory is that they're trying to prop Nick up so that he can be opposition. He can like build some sort of opposition against JD Vance in the more, Israel-friendly parts of the right in the future. The other idea is that he's being propped up so that he can then poison the anti-Israel parts of the right. And I don't know which is more, viable, whatever. I do know somebody is propping this nigga up. He didn't just pop out of nowhere. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Him, like, suddenly joining Kanye West's entourage for his presidential campaign made more sense than this crazy amount of shilling that's been going on for Nick. But whatever. That's for a future stream or video or whatever. Let's get to it. Let's get to this content. We're going to start off strong. We're going to start off with Catboy Cammy. I'm going to start off with Catboy Cammy. Of course, for a lot of people, this was the OG Nick Fuentes is gay moment. Now, that's not actually true. The OG Nick Fuentes is gay moment is when somebody made that tweet about how liking traps is gay, and Nick liked that. And he unliked it once he remembered that likes were still like visible during that era of Twitter, but somebody like had a screenshot. I should have had it like ready for you guys ready to see it. But that was Nick's OG gay moment. This was like the big major gay moment. This was when people started to realize this is where all of the Catboy memes come from. This gay date, because that's what it is. It was a 10-hour gay date with an Australian Catboy Cam whore. And people would say, oh, Catboy Cammy, he was a troll. He used to put on blackface. He was based. He was... Nigga used to wear... He would cross-dress. He would strip down. He would put on panties. He would dance for the camera. He would suck big black horse dildos on stream for money. He did that shit. This nigga was sucking plastic dick for money. He was a cam girl. Catboy. That's what he was. And this was the guy who Nick was like, you know what? I need to go live with this guy. I need to stream myself just serenading this nigga for almost half of a day. And to this day, Groypers swear up it. Now, here's what happened. Groypers used to run defense. They used to run that good D for the Catboy Cammy shit. They used to sweep. Oh, they were jennying it up for the Catboy Cammy shit. But eventually they kind of realized it was a lost cause. And enough people, see, like, over the years, Nick, he kind of transcended in a way or migrated away from his OG dissident right sewers that he came from. So what that allowed him to do, that meant that now there were new audiences both following him and like hating on him. And they don't know the Catboy Cammy lore like a lot of us do, right? A lot of them, they don't remember when Vaush did that video where he mocked Nick for this. They don't remember all that shit. This shit has been memory hold, right? But we can't forget it. We can't forget because it all starts here. And also, we can't let anybody change the narrative that this was an accident. This was not an accident. This was not an accident. Nick had been scoping Cammy out for a minute. Where's the audio? Okay.
Live feed in your...
Where's the audio? All right.
Muck says we need to install a 24-hour live feed in your room. This is for your own safety. I promise this isn't a ploy for more content. I have a good friend on D Live who's been doing this. His name is Lolly Socks. Don't be fooled by the name. He's actually very based in red-pilled Aussie. He's been on D Live. He's streaming his whole life 24 hours. And I just jumped in randomly one time. He was like cooking sausage. And I was like, that's not a euphemism, by the way. I was like, hey, what?
There's so many, well, I don't want to say I guess red flags for Nick's position that associating with Cammy to begin with, right? His name is Lolly. He calls himself Lolly Socks, you know, and it's like, you're already tripping yourself up on fucking euphemisms and shit. And, what's that? Nick's hairline is terrible. Yeah, Nick's hairline is terrible for his age. Did you guys see that tweet by Owen Benjamin where he's like saying that Nick got like hair plugs or he's wearing a wig or some shit? I kind of believe him because Nick's hair, you can see it in my documentary. Nick's hair, it's like he's kind of like a fucking Pokemon or Digimon where it's like his hair just changes dramatically every couple years, every new transformation. It didn't used to, Nick's current hair, it's like he's got a perm now. His hair didn't used to look like that.
What are you making? What are you cooking? And he was like, is that the real Nick Fuentes? I was like, what, you recognize me? And he's like, yeah, like I've watched your stuff before. I was like, oh, like, do you like me? Or, you know, do you hate me? Do you like me? Oh, hey, I turned my volume up. Do you like me?
I'm sorry. Let's hear that again. Hear the enthusiasm in his voice.
Recognize me? And he's like, yeah. And he was like, is that the real Nick Fuentes? I was like, what, you recognize me? And he's like, yeah, like I've watched your stuff before. I was like, oh, like, do you like me? Or, you know, do you hate me? Do you want to...
He's like a teenage girl talking about his crush. You can almost see his cheeks starting to blush up just talking about it. He's so flustered. He's like, oh, Cammy noticed me. Lolly Socks noticed me. It's like, do you like me? You want to hang out? Lolly Socks, do you want to
kill me or something? Or am I like a Nazi? He's like, no, dude, you're based. And so I pop in every once in a while. I like the 24-hour live streams because it's the only thing that's on when I'm awake. at like 4 a.m. Everybody else is, not doing content. So it makes me feel less lonely. It's like Friend Simulator.
Oh my god. This dude only understands Nick Fuentes. This is the sad truth about Nick, is that he only understands relationships either through a transactional dynamic or a parasocial one. He doesn't understand what being a true friend is. Like, he's very autistic when it comes to that thing, right? It's one of the reasons why all of his friendships have basically imploded over the years. His friendship with Patrick, his friendship with Jaden, his mentor friendship with Milo, all of them have gone down the shitter because he just doesn't understand what it's like to be a friend with someone. Also because he's in the closet and he doesn't really understand his own sexuality or whatever. That shit mixes up with his relationship autism, and he ends up with these really weird, like, you can even be a business partner, actually, because James Allsup tried that. James Allsup couldn't be his friend, but he also couldn't be his business partner either, right? So Nick is weird, and I don't know, he doesn't understand. He keeps trying to reject this part of him, and it manifests in weird shit like this, where he's just up 24 hours a day. He's up like 2 a.m. in the morning watching some fucking half-naked cat boy on stream sucking dildos because that's the only human connection he can find.
For even the America First host.
So, yeah. That was that. And we all know how it ended. I would really love, I don't know, this is kind of an insane idea. I would really love for us to all just go through the Catboy Cammy stream in its entirety, all 10 hours. I would love for us to all do that one day, like some big 12, 14, 16-hour stream. We literally just break it down frame by frame. I would love for us to do our own little 24-hour stream in the future. Not right now, though, right? Not right now. So I will want to say, somebody once asked Catboy Cammy. Somebody once asked Catboy Cammy about whether or not Nick was straight. And this was Cammy's response. Damn, why are all these muted when I started? I'm sorry. And, Kazrin Daedron, thanks for the $10. G'day, mate. I've blown through all of your uploads. Love your sense of humor and all the effort you put into research. I'm not the cat boy, in case you're wondering. Okay, I was wondering. That g'day, mate, it got me. What, is that Cat? Is that Cammy? Is that you, bro? You still like sucking horse dick on stream, bro? Are you still doing that? So this was Cammy's response to somebody asking him, hey, is Nick straight or gay?
Does Nick ever talk about being attracted to girls? Oh, fuck. Oh, why did they... Oh, fuck, they got me. That was funny. Yes, actually. He's spoken before about how he wants to get married and have a son. So, pretty sure that's stuff he's spoken about on the show as well.
You're wrong. Cammy was lying, trying to preserve Nick's honor and his sexuality. And that nigga ain't never said no shit about getting married to a woman and having a baby. Maybe he said that, you know what, Cammy, if you were a girl, you know, maybe we could get... Maybe that's how he said it and Cammy just interpreted it. He just, like, recontextualized it in his brain because he's like, wait, what the fuck did he just say to me? Maybe that's what happened. But no. We're gonna see. We're gonna see going forward. No, Nick actually hates the idea of getting married and having children. So... so that's that. So What do you guys think? What do you guys think that we should put Catboy can't? What tier we should put this in? It can't go lower than A, right? This is such a legendary Nick is gay moment. It can't go lower than A. Is it S though? Is it one of the S tier moments? You say an S tier, A minimum, high A. Honestly, I mean, shit, going on a 10-hour date with a dude who gets half naked on stream, dresses like a cat, dances around in his underwear, sucks dildos, sucks horse dildos and shit. You know, you're fucking giddy when he acknowledges your existence. You fucking also we gotta think this does play into the Catboy fetish when we get to it. S, easily S, top A, S, completely indisputable that he loves men. S for sure, A positive, A. Okay, how about this? We'll put it in S, A plus. We'll put A plus, Catboy Cabby, right? We'll put it A plus. We'll see how it measures up. By the end, maybe we'll go back and we'll put it in like low S. How about that? All right, so we got the first, and we're starting off with an A plus gay moment already. We just got started. This is going to be a good one. Okay, so moving on to our next category. The Sussy Squad. Oh, yes, the Sussy Squad. This is one of those things that even you basically have to have your ear to the ground when it comes to being a Nicholas Fuentes America First detractor / troll / A-log in order to know the lore about the Sussy Squad and Veda and all this other shit, right? Other people, they don't even know. They bring up Sussy Squad. They're like, what is that? Right? They don't, normies, see, this is what I'm talking about. Normies do not understand. This is why my fucking documentary is so long. I needed to put in all of it. See, if I was making some basic bitch political agenda documentary about Nick Fuentes and I just went in about how he's a racist and he went to Charlottesville and he has said all this stuff about fucking race and immigration and whatever, the video probably wouldn't have even been 2 hours long. Maybe not even an hour and a half long, because none of that is nothing. But when you start digging in the dirt and you're bringing up shit like the Sussy Squad, see, that's how a video about Nick Fuentes gets to 3 hours, right? So I'm going to start playing a lot of clips right here, right? So I'm going to just, because it's really one of those things that it's better for you to experience it than it is for me to talk about it, okay? So this is Nick talking with Veda. Veda used to be very close in Nick's circle, not anymore. Nick kind of disavowed him, and Veda got very pissy, almost like a lover spat sort of situation where he was almost like threatening to go on Kino Casino and spill some beans about some shit. You know, let's just listen.
Class on my first class flight.
Oh, yep.
Because I only fly first class now.
Yep. Now you don't get patted down. They don't touch your Vetussi anymore.
Yeah, they're not groping my Vetussi. I am so relieved. That was such a violation. You have no idea, man.
Yeah,
and I never really believed in that shit before. I used to hear about like women getting molested or whatever and be like, who even fucking cares? But it is a big violation. Like I would go and the weirdest TSA agents, weirdest looking people fucking grabbing my ass. It's not cool.
Gross. They don't deserve that.
I know.
They're not in the Sussy Squad. That's off limits for anyone not in the Sussy Squad.
Yeah, for real. This balding freak at the airport's gonna get to pat me down before Veda.
Not
the
right.
fuck is that?
Yeah. Sick world.
That's a violation.
I think when we hang out, I'm gonna have to pat you down. Just
Make sure I'm not armed.
You might have like brass knuckles or something on you.
See, this is the thing, right? And this is something that we're going to cover going forward, is that Nick Nick likes to say that it's unfair how everyone else gets to play gay except for him. When he says or does anything slightly sus, everyone is immediately like, "Oh, Nick is gay, Nick is a queer, whatever." He says that's unfair. Well, it's like, Nick, I've never seen you play straight though. Right? Like when straight men play gay, right? Like, you know it's a joke because you've heard them talk about girls. You've seen them with girlfriends. You've seen them with their wives and whatnot. With Nick, the only time he's ever been like, I don't know, he's like been flirty or he's ever like played around with like sex and shit like that is when he's ever been talking to other guys. He's never done this with a girl unless they were like a T-girl. If they were trans, right? I don't know if that counts though. Yo, Hargis, man, I missed the 30 minutes. Laura Loomer video was epic. By the way, Mikey, what's your fave type of comedy and comedian, especially your opinion on O&A and Patrice? Oh, I loved old school O&A, but I guess that's very typical of an Opie and Anthony fan, right? Is that you love them back when they were at their peak. The truth is that Opie and Anthony, they kind of skirted on having a lot of very funny, kind of edgy, edgy for the time, comedy friends that Jimmy knew that Jimmy would just bring on. And they would have those dudes like Voss and Colin Quinn and Patrice O'Neal, is a legend, and Bill Burr and all those guys. Those guys would come in and they would tear it up. And also, I mean, I won't say that. I would say Jocktober by itself, that shit was actually pretty keto. That's some classic shit. To this day, I still like re-listen to a couple of those Jocktobers because that shit was legendary. Thanks again, by the way. So yeah, Nick always complains about, oh, everybody takes it so seriously when I play gay. Everybody else plays gay and it's not a problem. Well, Nick, I've only seen you play gay. And after a certain point, I have to start assuming that you're not just playing, bro. Especially with all the other shit that we've seen. So anyway, we're going to now move on to... So this is the Sussy Cast. And I'm not actually going to show you any of the videos from the Sussy Cast. Because, I don't know if that would be too much for YouTube. Because I'm pretty sure that some of the TikToks that they were watching, because here's what Sussy Cast was, is like they would start watching these TikToks and videos of like basically dudes busting it down. They would watch videos of just like dudes twerking and cross-dressing and shit like that. Shit like that. And I'm pretty sure that some of them were like teenagers, so we're not gonna put that on the screen, right? We're not gonna do that. I was already feeling kind of sus when I put it in the doc. I'm definitely not gonna stream it. But this is the moment when the friendship, the bromance. Veda, by the way, Veda is the guy who on that one stream where Nick Fuentes is just crying about how he was bullied at that one Super Bowl party. Veda is the dude whose stream he was on and who he was bearing his soul out to in that moment. RPG TV T-Views. Do you think anyone who just hates woke shit and talks about it is a grifter, or is there a line? No, not really. I think that not liking woke shit and just talking about it is whatever. I even think like making money about it is whatever. But there definitely are people who just, they don't want woke shit to go away because there's like a whole woke shit to anti-woke grifter pipeline that they're a part of, right? And they always want to be churning shit out. Like if Disney and Universal and all these other fucking companies and studios just completely stopped, they're like, you know what, fuck it. We've tried for damn near 10, 15 years now with this woke bullshit. It's really not turning back the profits. We're done. We're going to go back to just making quality shit. Fuck all this DEI shit. Dudes like the Quartering would be shaking in their fucking boots because what is he supposed to talk about now? he can't really talk about politics because he doesn't have any real political commentary to add to shit, right? He's a complete thunderhead when it comes to that sort of shit. So they rely on the woke shit. Now the woke shit's never gonna go away. We're still in the process of the woke shit going out of fashion, but we got a while before we get to that point where it's just like it's on the fringe like it used to be in like the 80s or early 90s or whatever. So, yeah, I'd say there's basically a difference. Yeah, you could talk about woke shit and not necessarily be a grifter. But anyway, this is the point right here where the friendship, the bromance, the romance, some would say, between Veda and Nick fell apart.
It's whatever. Nick's helped me with stuff. He gave me a cozy channel and everything, but I don't know. It's like over time being friends with a guy, it's just like, you guys want to know, it's nearly impossible. Will you be appearing on the Kino Casino Friday? I don't know. I haven't been asked. I don't know if I'm big enough for that, though. Petty, I haven't even began.
I'm pretty sure the casino never asked. Like, they never wanted to bring him on. Like, even if Veda did have some information, just PPP and Worski were like, nah, you're good. We're good.
And to talk about all the stuff behind the scenes that's going on. Not playing all my cards yet. But, you know, I kept stuff under wraps, but if he's, like, gonna sit there and, like, call me a faggot or whatever on stream, it's like, you know, I don't need to keep shit under wraps like that. If he has no cards, you'd be surprised.
Was he wrong, though, Veda? Oh, look, hey, a cat boy. We're gonna be seeing a lot of that in a few minutes. Yeah. Was he wrong, though, Veda? I mean, I know it's, like, pot calling the kettle black sort of situation here, but was he wrong?
But either way, it's like, you know, the shit that I have, it's like, okay, we can play. Nick picks the worst people to be friends with. Yeah, it's just a coincidence that this happens, like, every time. LOL, Nick's record is clean for situations like this. We'll see. But I'll probably do more of, like, like an actual stream dedicated to everything in coming days. If I'm still even on Cozy, we'll see. Might be on a different platform that I do it.
Do you see why I didn't want to, like, play the videos? Do you guys see just the slideshow alone, right?
Because people think it's just like, oh, he just made funny for the cat gifs or whatever. But that's just like like I said, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Holy shit! Dude, look! Oh
you know
my
what
god!
I know? Have you seen what I've seen? It's apparent is the.
It's crazy what you can get away with on TikTok, especially back when the Chinese still owned it before, you know, the Israelis got like Trump to get them to sell it to some guy. So, you know, all the young Zoomer TikTokers there could stop making anti-Israeli TikToks.
Cat gif, someone knows what you're talking about. Well, it's just Nick
you could just get away with anything.
Like, calling me a faggot and all this other stuff, and it's like I know what I know, and you're gonna like. Hope you guys can fix this. I don't think there's fixing. What if Nick said sorry? I don't know. At this point, it's like the final straw was him like calling me a faggot or whatever. But there's tons of stuff. You know, it's like, how are you gonna call me out when I know what I know? Just
put the audio and say, okay, maybe that's the move. Okay, sure, hold on. Let's do that. And hold on, here's what we go into. Oh yeah, sure. Let's put Sephiroth on the stream.
Oh, and you know what I know. I think it's because he just thinks that I won't. He thinks I'll just take it. I'll just be like, whatever. But I don't know. People think it's a troll. But
I got your back, man.
Thank you. Pelly is also. He's somewhat behind the scenes too. He knows. Pelly knows.
Whoa. Okay, so. And then that gets to this moment right here. Just tragic. Some tragic shit.
Said Big Tech is basically milking Nick's
and it's like.
Oh, wait, hold up. Sorry. Let me put it back on the screen.
I don't know. I saw Big Tech was talking about how like, oh, Mick associated with Milo, so it was, you know, at the end of the day, it is his fault, and I think Nick honestly is aware of that and would take accountability for it, but at the same time, you kind of have to remember, and I said this earlier in the stream when I had less viewers, but Nick is a 24-year-old kid who kind of has a grand vision. Not kind of. He has a very grand vision, and he was probably dealt the worst deck of cards you could imagine.
What? What? Nick Fuentes dealt the worst deck of Nick Fuentes. I don't know. Should I even like? I feel like I kind of want to pull up a video. There's this video where he's on Fresh and Fit and he's talking to them and he's trying to tell them some shit about like how living sucks and how living is terrible. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nick Fuentes is unironically one of the most privileged people on earth. Like, unironically he is, right? Like, let's think about this. Nick became rich when he was still in his 20s. He has a big following of dudes who fucking suck him and glaze him dry. People who glaze him and then they fucking rub it dry afterwards. Who fucking go along with his I'm totally not gay LARP, just give him money, buy all his merch, defend him for free. They're basically his fucking unpaid Jannies, right? He's never had anybody in his family, anybody in his immediate family, he's never had them pass away. He's never been subject to some great tragedy. He's never really been in a fight. He's never gotten beat up. Even back during, like, the fucking early alt-right days, right? All the other dissident right niggas were getting their lives ruined. Nick was fine. Nick didn't even get fucking banned off Twitter until Jan 6th, right? Nothing is ever... this nigga has nothing to complain about. He's just a whiny bitch. He has no heart. The only thing that's hard about Nick's life, right, is the fact that he can't get into politics like he wants to because he's alienated and burned too many fucking people because he's an asshole. That's basically what it comes down to. There's nothing wrong with this nigga. Dealt a hard hand. Man, I wish. There are so many people who would trade places with Nick in a heartbeat, including being gay. Sure, fuck it, man. If I get to live in a first world country and be a white Hispanic and be like a Zoomer millionaire, I'll take that along with me having the desire to occasionally suck dick. Sure, that seems like a fair comparison. I mean, that seems like a fair trade to fucking living in Cameroon, digging in salt mines all day.
Him once he realized Ralph.
You know, like, and he basically has to associate with people like Milo, like Alexander, like, people don't realize that, like, the conservative movement and all that stuff, I mean, it's basically ran by, like, a gay cabal.
That's kind of crazy.
So,
I feel like that's projection. Because that's just what AF is. AF is just this big gay cabal. It's just ran by a gay supreme commander and all his gay lieutenants. Or I guess in the case of guys like Dalton and Beardson, his incel lieutenants. It's incels, it's gay dudes, and it's gay incels. And like also 50 to 80% of the members are brown.
really to make moves, unfortunately, you do have to have some associations with unsavory people. But people just don't seem to recognize that. They think that Nick can just go in and Nick can have all the friends he wants to have, he can have all the connections he wants to have, and everything's going to work out perfectly. But it's like, you know, you have to work with people who have the power, and the people who have the power are a bunch of gay boys or gay Jews.
Alright, that sounded like a bunch of projection. I feel like if that was it, if he just had to work with a bunch of gay boys, I feel like if that was the case, Nick would have been in politics a long time ago. So that's the Sussy Squad. That's how that is. How are you guys feeling about Sussy Squad? I feel like C tier, right? Because Veda never did quite go all in. He didn't spill the beans. Nick isn't white. I said white Hispanic. Come on. That's his own category. I don't understand why there needs to be a distinction. Surely if the white Hispanics truly are white, they don't need their own little subcategory. But hey, whatever, you know. Anyway, I'm feeling, I don't know, Veda never really spilled the tea that he was supposed to that really would have. I mean, Nick's association with the Sussy Squad itself, just the fact he had a Sussy Squad and, you know, they wanted to touch his Vatussy, as he said. I feel like that's at least C tier. I don't quite know if it's anything higher than that. Maybe high C, low B. C for Sussy Squad. Okay. All right, fine. Yeah, we'll put it as C. Sure, Sussy Squad is C. Because technically, Nick wasn't the gayest one in the situation for once, somehow. All right, now we get to something just egregiously gay, right? Now we get to Jaden. So as you can see, oh, hold up. Whoa, what the fuck? It's fine, it's fine. So over here, as you can see, the icon I've picked for this is the black light. The black light, you can see the little cum dribbling down Nick's mouth, his lips and shit, right? That's what I use because I feel like it's the perfect symbol for Nick's entire relationship with Jaden. He just wanted to fuck him. He just wanted to fuck Jaden the whole time. That's the entire purpose. Nick was playing the long game. Nick is that dude who's like, what they call it? What do they call those guys who like they pretend to be friends with a girl for like weeks, months, even years just for the off chance to smash? What do they call niggas like that? That's what Nick was with Jaden. He just kept Jaden along. He made Jaden his secretary, his treasurer. He put Jaden in this fucking place like 6 miles away from where Nick lived, just so he would have easy access to him, made him hang out with him and shit. Also, in the future, they could like cuddle and kiss or do shit like that. What do they call guys like that? Friend zone. Well, he was trying to get out of the friend zone, but unfortunately, he forgot the fact that you're kind of, if you're gay and the dude you have a crush on isn't gay, you're kind of permanently in the friend zone. Nice guy. Yeah, Nick was like a fucking toxic ass, secretive ass, slick ass nice guy who was trying to get in Jaden's pants this whole time. Yeah, the sussy zone. Groomer. Yeah, he was trying to groom Jaden. That's exactly what he was trying to do. So, alright, we'll get to it. So, this right here is Jaden basically. Nick kind of went on this tirade after they broke up. I'm saying broke up, but you guys get what I'm saying. After they broke up, Nick started really going in on Jaden. He started sicking niggas on Jaden. Tried to have his fucking his Groiper minions ruin Jaden's life. Make it so that he could never have a regular job. Tried to make it so that Jaden's life would be ruined or whatever, his reputation and all that shit. Just super duper scorn lover and shit. And he ended up releasing photos that just made him look creepy as hell. Why did you even take these, Nick? How long did you have these photos? And why did you take them in the first place? Alright, Gorino Paperclip nigga. Thank you, brother. Call him Nick Fuentesticle, the way he be fiending for the sack. Also reminds me of Synthetic. Fuda is not gay, man. In a weird way. Alright, Bulldozer. Thank you for the $5, bro. Alright, let's get to it.
Let it, bang, bang.
Their group chats, publicly, they're spamming pictures of me sleeping. Publicly, they're spamming pictures of me sleeping.
Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this shit.
Their group chats, publicly, they're spamming pictures of me sleeping.
Look at this. The only thing left on my Twitter timeline are pictures Nick Fuentes took of Jaden sleeping. Glad you made it out of his basement alive, bro. Somnophilia often progresses to necrophilia. Look at these photos, bro. That is so weird. Why would you take these? Why would you take these photos?
I saw this yesterday. I've tweeted about this a few times, but I didn't know these pictures existed. I've said this a multitude of times. They range over 3 years, close to 3 years.
Niggas in the chat already saying S.
These pictures range that Nick apparently took every time I fell asleep. Here. Fell asleep on the couch. As you can see, I have some clipboards because in this room, this was in Springfield, at the anti-vax thing, Simon was on the floor with his other tech guys, just setting up shit, preparing for the rally. Nick was in there going over his speech and shit. I was fucking bored, and I fell asleep. Okay, whatever, fair enough. But here he is taking, I guess, pictures of me. He was practicing his speech. He's like, oh, I'm going to take pictures of Nick. Here I am on a train in New York, which, by the way, notice masked up. Nick probably definitely masked up. Not the finest angle here. Okay, it's funny, that they're gonna take shots. I'm one of the few people that has a jawline at all in America. When I was in America first. But anyways, not the most flattering picture. What's he do? Start taking pictures of me. Here I am again. Simon, assistant Groiper, Nick. We're here. I don't know if Simon, assistant Groiper, left. I don't know. I fell asleep. I don't know if, as you can see, there's a box of Trulies here. I know that I drank a couple. I don't think I was sloshed or anything. Regardless, doesn't really matter. I fall asleep, just chilling. What happens? Takes a picture, creeping over me. Here I am.
He has more. Even these photos he dropped, he has more somewhere. He didn't drop the whole. There's an entire collection. He probably, to this day, it's like when you break up with somebody, right? It's like, there's a couple, right? They're dating, and one dude has all these fucking nudes of his ex. Is he gonna delete the nudes? Is he gonna delete all the fucking titty pics or whatever? All the sex and text and shit like that? No. Those are gonna stay on his phone or on his hard drive or whatever forever, right? So there's no telling how many more photos of Jayden sleeping or in weird positions and shit that Nick has on his hard drive. Playing Peak, who doesn't take pictures of their sleeping homies. Yeah, that's a good point. You know what? If Nick was a girl and Jayden was his boyfriend, this would be a little cute. It would still be weird, but it would be weird in like that cutesy girlfriend who's kind of obsessed with you sort of way. When it's your friend, when you're a straight man and your male friend takes these photos of you and you didn't know that he did that shit until after like your friendship ended, it's not cute. It's not cute. It's very creepy. It's very worrying, actually.
I'm in the car, put my feet up on the dash, fall asleep. We're zooming down the highway. What's he do? Take a picture of me. And again, Groipers have been adding me for weeks, but it's been like the last week especially with these pictures. I already showed this one, but I'll show it again. The picture of Nick looming over me while I slept on Baked Alaska's couch. This was just me sleeping on his...
This one is crazy. This one is actually... Why did he... Wait, hold up. You know what? I was just talking about how if this was a girl, right? But it's like... Hold on. How women take photos. And with a photo... Wait, hold on. Wait, where is it? Photos meme. See, look, he did it. He did the meme. Posting a picture on Reddit as a girl. Object, what you... No, hold up. This is wrong. Fucking Redditors are retarded. Fucking retarded Redditors. Fucking up. Oh, perfectly good. Okay, see, he took the photo in the way that girls do fucking take Snapchats and Instagram, because that's all he knows. Nick is one of the most Instagram, TikTok brain rotted motherfuckers I've ever seen. Especially for a dude. Right? He took it in that photo. Why would you take this? Why would you take this? Why? Look at his face. Why are you making that expression while you're taking a fucking photo of your homie in the background, Nick? What was the purpose of this? What were you doing with this photo before you fucking released it on Telegram or to your fucking chat or DM group or whatever? What are you doing with all these photos, Nick? You just like leave them on your hard drive or in your phone, buddy? It's weird shit. Weird shit.
On the couch at White Boy Summer. I'm just hanging out. And what's he do? Apparently gets up and takes a selfie with me. And I see these pictures every single day. And I'm like, what the fuck? I have to sit there and I have to think, when would this have been taken? I didn't know that it was taken. And it's like, what's the intent here? And Groipers want to be like, this is such an own. Groiper generals, they'll laugh. Oh, look, Jayden's asleep. Beardson, Dalton, they'll say, similar things. But first of all, I just want to point out how fucking weird.
Now I want a Nick Fuentes GF. Well... I mean, as long as it's an actual girl, I don't know, man. I don't know if like a female version of Nick, maybe in like the obsessed with you sort of way, maybe. But I don't know, man. I feel like a female version of Nick. Well, hold on. Nick actually has a twin sister who's actually pretty chill from what I've seen. Nick has a twin sister who's... Hold on, let me look up. Nick Fuentes' sister. Yeah, this is Nick's sis. Yeah, Nick has a sister, and she's actually pretty cool. She's a pretty cute girl. And she's not involved in any of his fucking weirdo internet shit. His weirdo gay dissident right cult type shit. She's just like a regular Zoomette. So maybe, I don't know, maybe a female version of Nick wouldn't be that bad. Maybe all the autism just comes from like, you know,
this is. I don't think I need to do
being
that.
a guy.
Didn't know that these existed. If I've said this before on my stream, but if he would have, you know, I don't know, do what guys do, draw something, or which he wouldn't have gotten far because most of these I'm totally sober, minus maybe the one in Florida. But you know, something like that. It's like, okay, I guess guys sometimes do that to their buddies, but the guy knows that is like out there, and he like is like, hey, haha, I have this picture. But he gathered all of these, and initially they were like sending them to me on Telegram as like, hey, we have this blackmail on you initially, and I pulled them up on stream. Maybe some of you guys remember that. Initially, it was just the one in the blue shirt that they sent me, and I pulled it up on stream, and I'm like, hey, they're trying to blackmail me with this. Like, yeah, I guess here's me asleep. But it's bizarre. It's bizarre. I didn't know that these existed. The guy's taking countless pictures. And
he didn't know.
Yourself,
imagine, dude, how creeped out must Jaden have felt after this, right? How creeped out must he have felt once, like, you know, he's done with Nick, he went on the casino, he's going his own ways, alright, fuck AF, and then Nick starts dropping these fucking photos of all these photos of him sleeping, and he's like, what the fuck? Did you have those? How many do you have? How many did you take? Why were you taking all of these?
Why does he have these?
It probably must have felt like escaping from, it must have felt like Jeffrey Dahmer trying to flirt with you, but you didn't know he was Jeffrey Dahmer until after, like, you got away from him, and then later, after you saw him, like, in the news, like, fucking gay cannibal gets arrested. You're like, what the fuck? Dude, that nigga almost killed and ate me.
That's the real question. Why does he have these? Why would he take these? If it's not some weird, bizarre sexual thing, which I think it very likely could be, because the guy's a fucking test tube baby, unnatural, psycho, weirdo, schizophrenic, jerking off to tranny porn like the rest of these groypers. Like, the guy's insane, so maybe there's something there. But let's just say, you know, 100%.
We really can't, like, downplay how much being a test tube baby plays into why Nick is the way he is, right? He was born in a lab. He is a Frankenstein abomination that shouldn't exist, right? Like, just stepping on the toes of God by bringing Nick Fuentes into this world. You know, not to shit on anybody in the audience who's like, was born from IVF, but you guys get what I'm saying. He's not fucking tight. And there's like a genetic explanation as to why that is.
If that's the case or not, it's for blackmail purposes. The purpose is he wants to collect these as an own or something, or maybe I'm giving him too much credit. Maybe it is just some weird sexual thing and he's just releasing these now. I don't know, but he's using these, sending these, hey, I have these pictures of you. I have these embarrassing pictures of you asleep on a train, in a car. I have these embarrassing pictures of you asleep on a couch. And this is his way of saying, oh, you better stop. I'm going to keep releasing these because, again, 3 of these are new in the last 2 days, new. I'm going to keep releasing these. These are so embarrassing. These are so embarrassing for you. And, you know, A-logs are like, did you get raped or whatever? Is there a sexual thing here? And it's like, yeah, obviously I don't really love these pictures being taken.
Did he? I mean, he wouldn't know, would he? Hold up. All right. I'm not trying to, I retract that. I'm not going to put out that idea that Jaden got that, he got that bussy taken by Nick Fuentes. I'm just saying that hypothetically, if that did happen, Jaden wouldn't know, right? He wouldn't know. I'm just saying.
Or posted, pretty fucking weird. I do feel uncomfortable. And then I go further in my mind. I'm like, did he put fucking secret cameras in my apartment? I mean, I know he broke in there. He admitted to breaking in there at least once. He broke in there. I don't know. Did he put cameras in there? Did he bug it? Did he do other bizarre shit? I don't know. But he did apparently take countless pictures of me. And it's funny that he's doing this through proxies. Like, all of these are from his phone, obviously. Everyone knows that. But he's having random groypers post it, so then he can play off, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're in this picture, retard. Like, you took the selfie. Everyone knows you took the selfie. And whether you told them to post it or not, he did, definitely. You sent it around in your group.
We're so lucky that, like, imagine if Nick actually does become a politician and he ends up in a position where, like, some young male aides under him. I said this before. I think I said that I made a post about this on Twitter, that all of Nick's repressed homosexuality in like a decade from now is going to manifest in a very, very bad, probably Ollie Alexander-esque way, where he just ends up doing very improper things to young men who really have no way of, I don't know, getting justice or whatever. Like, imagine if he was some big politician in DC and some young male he just told him to do these things, or hey, you don't want to get blacklisted by the GOP or whatever the fuck. And there are guys like this, right? Like, there are guys like that, like in DC already. So just imagine, we see it now. We see it at this low level. He's already doing shit like that. And he would have had Ollie Alexander with him. It would have been even worse. Ollie would have been like one of the worst. If Ollie Alexander had even more influence than he did before, bro, like, it would have been terrible.
Group chats for what reason exactly?
Which is why we have to keep going hard against these niggas, right? We can never let the fucking foot off AF. We can't ever I gotta do streams like this. I gotta make videos like this, because you can never let people forget this is what Nick Fuentes is about. This is what his movement is about. This is what these people are like at the end of the day. They're pieces of shit who don't need to be in any positions of influence or power.
I don't know. But I just want to, show everyone here. Groypers continue to think this is some huge own. And anyone that has a brain is looking at this like, this guy's fucking insane. This is fucking creepy. I don't know. Even, Jim's sitting here saying, is this legit? Because it's fucking unhinged. Like, what else can you say? And then it goes, Beerson wants to laugh about, Dalton wants to laugh about. What do you think he's gathering on you? He claimed he was going to do a kill stream expose on me 3 months ago. It never happened. And he was talking about breaking into my apartment and searching for cum with a black light. And he's talked about crawling around on my bathroom floor looking for hair. I'm not going to go into more details.
Wait. Okay, I knew about the black light, but that other part, hold up.
Happened? Never happened. And he was talking about breaking into my apartment and searching for cum with a black light. And he's talked about crawling around on my bathroom floor looking for hair. I'm not going to...
Okay, that is the first time. That's the first time I've ever heard that one. I wish I had watched this before. I would have put this shit in the fucking documentary. Holy shit. This dude went insane, dude. It's like, this really was like a breakup in Nick's mind. This is how a dude who had their first baddie would react. Like, they went psycho, she left, you're fucking distraught, you can't think straight, fucking blowing up her phone, you're fucking leaking the DMs you had with her, the fucking photos that she sent you and shit, you're losing your fucking mind. This is how he acted with Jaden. It's like, bro, what is good? What is good, Nicholas?
Go into more details, but
this is not normal, man.
When he broke into my apartment. And Groypers sit here and they're like, yeah, this guy's sane. This guy's normal. But to anyone that, like, the people around him, you don't think he's gathering stuff on you. They know he has stuff or gathered stuff. And that's why most of these people are shackled to him. They're either shackled to him because they're dishonest, scumbag grifters, which is a lot of them, or they're shackled to him because they're scared of the blackmail, which, funny enough, he picked up from Milo, the finest Jew in the movement, right? Finest Jew in the movement. Okay, people are saying question mark. Yeah, what kind of hair would be in the bathroom? Okay, it's not...
It's kind of strange.
No, not fucking cum stains.
It's kind of strange how things have changed over the day. Well, I guess, this is September 2022. No, this is Milo destroying, like, devastating Ollie Alexander and Nick at the same time. Milo that year, bro, he destroyed, if we're to believe Laura Loomer, Milo is the main reason why her 2020 campaign didn't take. No, that was 2021. Okay, anyway. Yeah, Milo kind of went sicko mode against Laura Loomer and Ali Alexander and Nick Fuentes. Like, he destroyed all three of them, like, back to back. It was crazy. Milo is like, that is an S tier A-log. That is the worst op to have. Dudes like Milo.
That he found. Okay, why was he looking?
Just dudes who are vindictive and they like have all this dirt. They do all this dirt digging, keep all these receipts, and they just wait. They're just plotting. He's just always like, it's always gonna have something in the chamber just ready to go. Shit, he's been planning for like 2-3 years. Right? Like, Sargon tried to do this against Jim. He tried to do this against Medicare, and it just didn't work because, I'm sorry, he probably picked that up from Milo, but I'm sorry, Sargon. I'm sorry, but Carl, you don't have it like that. You aren't built to be that level of petty, vindictive A-log. You're not. You have to have some queen in you. That's the queen. That's the queen inside of Milo that gives him that power to just destroy people that way.
For that, why would he say that on a live stream? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The guy, I think the guy's so desperate. Honestly, I think the guy's so desperate because I've been felting him so fucking hard, and he has nothing at all. Nothing on me. Nothing. The most he can do is try to like embarrass me or make me out to be like, oh look, here's Jaden. He was like I don't know, because everyone has all the fair critiques of Nick. He never addresses any of them. He just will change his position or flip-flop or pretend like, you know, oh, he doesn't hear any of these criticisms. And he does what he's always done, work in the shadows, try to dox Ultros, work in the shadows, leak pictures of me sleeping. And I think, if anything, this goes to show, if there was anything to be said on that kill stream, it would have already been said. It would have already been said. This is 4 months. 4 months. Guy's totally fucking unhinged.
This is back when Nick was still cool with Ethan Ralph. And, yo, Calcium S, thanks for the $20, bro. Thank you, man. Trying to catch up, joined 40 minutes late, but glad I found your channel. Original video was too good, watched 3 times already. Well, I'm glad that my videos have replay value. Always makes me feel good when people tell me, I've watched your videos multiple times. That's an awesome feeling. That means I'm going in the right direction with my content, because I'm always really trying to get better. Genuinely. Every time I make a video, I'm like, man, this ain't that good. Like, I always feel like I'm rushing when I'm finishing a video, but it's like, you know, I've had people tell me, look, don't be one of those fucking dudes who never put out anything because you let great be the enemy of good. Just put out the shit that you think is finished. So, yo. But thank you, man. That means a lot. Yeah, this is back when Nick was still cool with Ralph. Remember? Do you remember when Nick Fuentes, well, you know, people get on me because I keep saying Fuentes instead of Fuentes, but it's like, you know, he's Fooey. He's a Fooey-ass nigga. But remember when Nick was the little brother in the relationship with Ralph, and he was coming on to the big boy stream, the kill stream, to get that clout from Ethan Oliver Ralph, the master of the retort? Remember that? Nick, when Ralph was like one of the biggest deals, Gamergate veteran, IBS god, you remember that?
Picture that he's ever taken of me. Like, there's all the sleeping ones. I don't know what's next. Again, didn't know that this guy had these on his phone to begin with. But this is his response. This is the serious political leader, this very serious Christian conservative, real human being who, you know, stands up for what he believes in. Instead of responding to any of this shit, you know, he'll get on his stream and he'll lie about me and say, oh, I found Jaden's pube on the bathroom floor when I broke into his apartment. He'll say that. He'll talk about my American Eagle boxers that he saw when he broke into my apartment and did my laundry. Total sane things, total normal sane things.
Totally not gay things.
Stuff. Will he ever talk about the receipts that we bring of him flip-flopping on every issue ever? No, he won't. Will he bring up any of these clips that we show of, you know, Beardson and the daughter? Will he talk about fucking Baked Alaska and us pointing out that, you know, he's an obvious fed? No, he won't. He'll just lie. He'll just grift. He'll just steal from his viewers. He'll lie about the money, getting back the money, and he'll lie about his viewers, and he'll just continue to try to make me stop in some way, shape, or form. Like, I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. Why would I stop? And all the Groypers, Brittany will sit there and say, wow, you're so obsessed. You respond and talk about him on the show. You talk about him totally professionally. I mean, how many times have I really divulged into totally just weird, sick, depraved shit with Nick. I mean, granted, I don't know any weird, depraved, sick shit other than the few things that he said, which I've talked about during the whole Mr. Krabs 9000 thing. But it's not like I'm sitting here like, here's pictures of Nick, here's videos. Like, I don't have anything like that because
we will be getting to the Mr. Krabs incident too.
Believe it or not.
Oh, that's a great moment. That might actually, we'll get to it.
When I was a part of this, I'm not recording conversations. I'm not taking pictures. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. The whole thing's fucking bizarre. You know why I did his laundry, right? Well, initially I was just like, yeah, that's kind of fucking weird. But he's like, why is it weird? I'm just, doing something nice for my friend. I told him as much. I'm like, kind of weird. And he got mad. He got mad about it. But
see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. Like, he doesn't get it. And it's almost kind of sad in a way when you like realize that he just doesn't understand. He doesn't understand how relationships work especially between like two heterosexual men. He doesn't understand that. But he also doesn't understand friendships in general. This is something that I noticed when he went on that show. He went on that last show with Candace when he was like, he doesn't understand gratitude, really. He doesn't understand just right here. He's saying, I'm just doing something nice for my friend. But it's like, bro, like doing your friend's like you just come in personally to just do your friend's laundry. Like, it's not like you stay there. It's not like you're a roommate. Like, you're coming from where you actually live so you can come to where Jaden is just so you can, like, play with his underwear and shit and wash him for it. Like you're his fucking girlfriend or his wife. That's weird, Nick. And he doesn't understand. It's like the relationship autism combined with the homoeroticism I'm talking about. He doesn't understand these basic things about male relationship dynamics.
Yeah, obviously there's some...
Or relationship dynamics in general.
Like I said, did he bug the place? I don't think it's unlikely, frankly. Obviously,
absolutely.
I don't know if this is criminal.
There's no reason to even doubt that. Absolutely, there are cameras or there are microphones or there's some shit like Nick was insane. Nick is still insane. He's insane and he's paranoid and he's gay.
Doing here.
So there's no reason to doubt that he had something recording Jaden when he wasn't, that he didn't know about.
But if anything like that ever did come out, obviously it would he'd be in jail because like he's sitting there. Like, I don't have to explain it to you, but Jaden was their only real human being. Apparently so. So I don't know what.
All right, so we then move on to hold on. No. Okay. All right. So this is a clip from my video, right? This is a little short. This is that short I put out specifically that Jaden, he took and he uploaded it for the world to see. Got 1.5 million impressions, right? Like tons of people. And we're also going to go under some of the replies because some of them are it's total Copesville for a lot of the groypers who are responding to this.
I don't know if you have a short memory or what, but this has been an evolving conversation, and you know it. It didn't start out like this. It didn't start out this way. I've done a lot of nice things above and beyond for you. Not like you owe me. I do it because I want to. But then you don't go 2 steps out of your way for me. I only bring up the GF as a contrast. You go out of your way for her. It shows you're capable of doing it, just not for me. And the actions speak for themselves. I brought you out here because I was lonely, and now I'm more lonely because instead of just not having friends, I have one here who doesn't even like me. You'd rather be on a FaceTime or dates with random girls than me, lol. So okay then, that's where it stands. We're pals, but don't count on me for anything. We're not like that anymore, and that's that. We don't have to keep going back and forth.
You are gay. The sooner you realize that, the better.
Yeah, that was some of the gayest fucking shit I've ever seen. Like, we make so many gay jokes about Nick. That was legitimately one of the... hold on, let's read some of the copes about this, right? First off, earlier I said that how, like, the groypers already kind of know that Nick is gay and they're just pretending that he's not for his sake. Right here we have, I love Nick and I'd support him even if he was gay. See? Like, They're just waiting for Nick to come out of the closet, right? Okay, and here we have, oh, hey, look, it's Majestic Sequel. Okay, and here we go. Oh, no, Nick Fuentes likes to nail dudes in the ass. Guess that means Jews don't control the world after all. And here we have Based Fuentes, Bros Before Hoes. Somebody saying, the smear campaign ain't gonna work. What's the smear? Those are literally Nick's words that he sent to Jaden. What are you talking about? Nah, that's just a friend doing hoes over bro. Can any of the bros in chat, can you tell me, have you ever sent a message like that? Have you ever sent a heartfelt DM like that to your buddy, like in that fashion, just bearing your heart, crying to your buddy about, I don't know, being mad because he didn't want to spend time with you. He wanted to spend it with a girl instead. Did you guys ever do that sort of bros before hoes behavior? Because I don't remember. I've never done that with a male friend of mine. You know, I've had some pretty close male friendships with cousins, with guys I wasn't related to. I've never sent them any shit like that. I don't recall doing that. The smear campaign against Nick tells me he's on to something. Well, I think Nick wants to be on to some dick, to be honest. I think that's the only thing that he's on to. So, let me show you. Let me show you the... This is the Boondocks. This is the Boondocks theme song. This is the Groiper theme song when it comes to how Nick's DMs to Jaden. This was their response.
Rolling with no beards, cause bitches ain't shit. This on my crew is stick, a bunch of knuckle. That beat is alright. Ball heads and dreads. Nigga, we hating on them hoes like we hate the feds. Bitch, can't you see? Fall back away from me. Me and my niggas both just in the VIP. Now bump it to the left, and bump it to the right. Cause when you do the homie, nigga got to do it right.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Do the whole man, do the whole man, do the whole man, do the whole man. Cause bitches be trouble, be having niggas beefing. You tricking on that hoe, and your niggas ain't eat. And she pushing your whip, spending all your cash. Your homie got shot up while you was in that ass.
Homies over hoes, homies over hoes, homies over hoes, homies over hoes. Do the whole man, do the whole man. Do the whole man. Oh, it's so...
That's the Groiper theme song whenever Nick does literally anything gay ever. And of course, how can we forget the classic Nick looking for cum stains with his black light. This is literally... See, this is what they... Like... Groipers were telling me, they would come to me, they would watch the videos and they're saying, you're lying about Nick, you're taking words out of context. I have literally never told a single lie about Nick. 90 to 95% of the shit in my video was clips of things, of Nick saying things, screenshots from Nick, just recordings of Nick. You're telling me that I'm lying. You're basically saying that Nick is a liar. I'm sorry. Because this is literally Nick's words. Going to use a black light on his couch in bed, which he left in my apartment that he deserted and trashed, lives in my building rent-free for 17 months, then leaves this cum-covered furniture in my house with all his trash on the floor. Man, I wonder. You know, if he actually did find a cum stain, you know, fucking just licking that shit, just kissing it, probably fucking keeps it in his closet and shit, probably cuddles it at night and whatever the fuck. So, yeah. I've never, ever lied about Nick Fuentes. Everything I've ever said about Nick is exactly his own words. Sleep, please. Thanks for the $5. We need a tier above S for this shit. Okay. So... we're not even gonna... It's S tier. S plus. S plus. In fact, hold on. Let me just add a row above since you decided to bring it up, sure. Black light. Black light. Yo, hold on. Oh shit, what the fuck? Hold on, let's just put Jaden tier. This is Jaden tier. Alright, it's in a tier of its own. That's the gayest shit. That's the gayest fucking... You know, there might be maybe one moment that we're going to cover that's gayer than... that's as gay as this. We'll see. I doubt it, though. So, yeah, that's Nick's Jaden arc, or should we say Nick's Jaden crash out arc. So, moving on. Okay. So, moving on. Moving on to this actually isn't that big of a thing, but it's a very short thing. Nick is a big fan of Euphoria. Jaden spoke of this.
To his place after going to the new Gordon Ramsay restaurant with our other buddy who gave us the donations and whatnot, who we were hanging out with. We went to the new Gordon Ramsay restaurant, and the dude's like, all right, I'm gonna head out, see you guys later. And I'm like, to Nick, I'm like, okay, well, he's gone. And I'm like, kind of like, okay, I'm ready to leave myself. But he's like, no, dude, let's hang out. And he's like, let's watch a show. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. And he's like, let's watch Queer Eye. I swear on everything. He's like, let's watch Queer Eye and make fun of it.
I was pointing out Euphoria, but yes, he also likes Queer Eye. He actually likes shows like this in general. This is part of the reason why he has a... Nick loves female-geared material. Female-geared media, I should say. He loves Queer Eye. He loves Euphoria. He hates Lord of the Rings. He hates Fight Club. I think he said he doesn't like Sopranos either. He likes Game of Thrones, though. He does like Game of Thrones. Maybe I'm wrong about Sopranos. He definitely hates Lord of the Rings in Fight Club, though. But he loves Euphoria.
And I'm like, Queer Eye? He's like, yeah, my sister likes it. Let's watch Queer Eye. And I'm like, I don't want to watch Queer Eye. He's like, dude.
Oh, he also loves Minions in Boss Baby. He loves media that's made for women, gay men, and literal children. He doesn't like media for men.
It will be funny to make fun of. So he turns on Queer Eye, and it's like 5 seconds. It's like 4 gay dudes. I don't even know the plot of the show, but within like 30 seconds, I'm like, dude, I'm not watching this. I'm not fucking watching this. Like, I don't want to watch this. And so he goes, okay, fine. I've been watching a lot of TikToks, and everyone's talking about Euphoria. You want to watch Euphoria? And I'm like, I saw a lot of TikToks. I know this is a big thing, and I'm like, yeah, we can make fun of it. Like, I know that's the Zendaya show. I don't know anything else about it. And he turns on, and within the like first beginning, it's like dick, like basically in your face. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to watch this. This is...
Yes, the author of Fight Club is gay, so you would think that maybe there would be something there that Nick feels like he could connect to, but no. He just doesn't. It's still too masculine. It's like things that appeal to masculine gay niggas like Fight Club or Troy, or somebody said Rome. See, because like masculine gay niggas still, they like the whole high T buff testosterone shit, right? Because that's what they're into. He's not into that. Nick is the fucking low... He likes the low-T, effeminate, femboy gay shit. That's the only thing he's into.
It's odd. I don't want to see penises, and it's like a tranny show. I'm like, I'm good, dude. I really don't want to watch this. And he's like, what? You've never seen dick before? Like, what's the big deal? And it's like... I just don't really want to watch. I don't want to see.
That's like what a response! What a response!
Dude, I really don't want to watch this. And he's like, what? You've never seen dick before? Like, what's the...
Why would that be your first response, Nick? You've never seen dick before? Of course I've seen dick. I've seen my own dick. I've been in locker rooms, right? I've been in the fucking, when I was a fucking toddler or whatever, I've been in the bathtub. Like I've seen dick before. It's just, straight men don't go out of their way to see dick if they don't have to. We typically go out of our way. If you're in a locker room or a place like that, you're in a public shower or something like that, it's kind of unavoidable. But just the idea, it's not being afraid of dick. It's like, if I showed Nick a picture of some boobs and vagine, right? He would probably, I don't know, he probably spaz out. He wouldn't want to see. See, this is why I'm surprised why he says Game of Thrones is better than Lord of the Rings, because there's a lot of titty and ass and pussy in Game of Thrones. But I guess then again, there's just enough dick to balance it out for him.
Big deal. And it's like, I just don't really want to I don't want to see, like, if I don't have to, prefer to avoid watching a show like that. So, and he's like, nah, dude, come on. And I'm like, no, I'm all right. I'm good. And I went back downstairs, did my thing. And then he tells me, a couple days later, I talked to him. He's like, yeah, I watched all of it. I'm like, you watched that whole show? He's like, yeah, dude, it's good. I'm like, I don't think it's that good. And he's like, dude, you're just like being a prude. Like, who cares? I'm like, I just don't really want to watch the penis show or the gay show. So there you have it.
And here we go. So Nick was pressed, right? Nick has been pressed about his love for Euphoria. And here was his response. Here was Nick's response to all you motherfuckers out there who are just talking shit about, hey, Nick, isn't it kind of weird that you love Euphoria so much when you're supposed to be promoting all these base trad issues, right? And you're supposedly a straight man. Isn't that kind of weird? Here's Nick's response to you.
Everybody wants to expose me. Oh, I watch Euphoria. Oh, I watch Euphoria. Oh, I was mean to my employees. Well, who cares? You're literally Jewish and a Zionist.
Okay, see, that's your response. You're a Jewish Zionist. That's literally the only reason why you would think it's weird that Nick, fucking mid-20s ass, supposedly straight nigga, that is weird that he likes Euphoria. Because you're Jewish, obviously. The go-to Groiper cope, you're Jewish. When backed in a corner, call somebody a Jewish. They won't stop, call them a Zionist. They definitely don't stop, say they're a Fed. You know, just keep going. They just keep going. Eventually, they'll give up. So yeah, that is Nick and his love for Euphoria and whatnot. So where are we putting Euphoria? I'm personally feeling D. It's very strange, Nick's affinity for female and gay male, gay effeminate male, especially media, and also, like, I don't know, his comfortability with just seeing dick on screen. But I really don't feel like it's on the level of a Sussy Squad, right? Or maybe it is. Maybe it's slightly above. I'm saying C- or D. What do you guys think? Solid, let's see. Solid S tier. I don't know about that. C, D tier, C, D or C. It's gay, but not high. C, D for dick on screen. Okay, sure. Euphoria, D. This is probably the least gay that we're gonna get. Okay, so now, let's see. Let's just put Destiny. Let's just get Destiny out of the way, because this is also gonna be short. So as you guys know, there are rumors, alleged leaked sex tape of streamer Destiny and Nick Fuentes surfaces online. Explicit video allegedly shows Destiny and Nick Fuentes in an intimate act, fueling rumors of their relationship, right? So, you know, this is a big thing, and this is a thing that persists to this day, that Nick and Destiny, there's a sex tape of them fucking, of Nick getting his dick sucked, getting that sloppy toppy from Steven over here, just enjoying his little pudding with his spoon and whatnot, right? Like, these two, they were lovers. This is the thing, right? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you, this is also, you can see his hair. This was around the era where Nick's hair just started to evolve and it started getting all puffy and floofy out of nowhere. Like 2023, 2022. He started, I don't know, maybe he stopped, maybe that's how his hair is normally and he stopped slicking it back. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe that was Nick in the video. Now, there are people who tell me, no, Mikey, it was Nick. That was Nick getting his dick sucked by, and it's like, look, dude, I'm not going to investigate the fucking tape, because honestly, even if it's for, you're not like looking for a Jeffrey Dahmer. You're not looking for a gay murderer or a gay serial killer. This isn't that serious that you need to essentially watch gay porn just to, like, I don't know, own Nick or whatever. It's not that serious, bro. And from what I've seen, I just haven't heard anything that this is anything but a rumor. It is a funny joke, and I do approve of people continuing to say it, but I'm sorry, I just can't factor this in. It's just a rumor. But we do have this. We do have this to Nick admitting that he watched it himself.
It's literally Thanksgiving, and everybody's watching Destiny go to town on this guy's penis.
A few moments later.
So that I did watch it. The guy was also wearing a bracelet. I never wear a bracelet. If you zoom in, he was wearing a gold bracelet. It's literally Thanksgiving, and everybody's watching.
Okay, so it's like, why would you need to watch it, Nick? If I know, right? Like, if somebody said that I wasn't, Mikey, you were in gay porn, and I'm like, no, I wasn't, then that's the end of it. Because I know, okay, I've never had any guy suck my dick, and I've definitely never had it recorded, so it's impossible that that's me. Why would you need to go and check? What are you going to check? And why are you breaking it down? Nick is the first person who I've ever heard mention that there was a bracelet. That's how much attention to detail he was paying to this video. He was breaking it down, probably going in reverse, slowing it down, zooming in on certain frames and shit, right? So he's basically admitting to watching gay porn and watching it intently, which is very gay. So even if he didn't suck Destiny's dick, admitting that you watched gay porn of Destiny sucking dick is gay. So I'm saying that's a solid B. That's a solid B just for the fact you admitted to watching gay porn. I'm sorry, Nick. That's gay. That's gay, buddy. That's gay. C tier? You guys think that's C tier? I don't know. I think that, like, admitting to watching, I feel like admitting to watching gay porn that you literally didn't have to watch. Like, you know you're not in it. That's gay. That's like de facto mode gay. That's B tier for me. Risu, thanks for the $5. Can you imagine being Nick Fuentes and coming back to the crowd? Oh, man. Oh, he relishes in it. He loves it, though. He loves it. Yeah, that's bare minimum B tier. It's like de facto watching gay porn. That's like entry basic mode gay behavior. And now we move in to the cat boy fetish. And we're going to have this record. This is represented by this little Discord icon because, you know, he had a Discord for cat boy discussion and he swears, even though here he is right here. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so we have it right here. The cat boy Discord, right? And you have this little groipette or whatever. What's not Christian about this? And here you go. You have anime cat boy fan art. I am very suspicious of the tribe right now. Okay. Interesting conversations going on in the in the fucking Catboy Discord channel. And here we have Nick. Post in here, please. And here he just says in big capital letters, Cat Boys. As you can see, his fellow groipers in the chat approve of it. Now, Nick is going to try and explain away this very... Nick is going to try and explain away his behavior here about how he's just playing gay. You guys don't get it. This is when Nick was really still high on his irony, bro shit. It's irony, bro. You don't see the irony in just starting a Catboy Discord this Discord channel and going in it and posting about how much you love Catboys? You don't get how ironic that is? Like, what's wrong with you? You guys don't get humor, bro. So here he is. This is taken from a Michael Alberto video, actually. All right, come on, buddy. Hold on, let me turn the volume off.
Fuentes secretly being gay and having a fetish for catboys or femboys is a long-running conspiracy. It would stay mostly under...
Hold on, let me, real quick. Let me give you some context on Michael Alberto. Because you're like, wait, is this after Michael Alberto was... Okay, so here's how Michael Alberto. Michael Alberto is, like, in my opinion, the luckiest groiper ever. Because what it is that he got all of, like, the pros of being... The very few pros of being a groiper and none of the deficiencies, none of the disadvantages. So he joins the groipers. He becomes one of the more prominent streamers or content creators because, let's be honest, most of the groipers are retarded and talentless. And the ones who actually had any capabilities either left or were just straight up kicked out. Right, so remember, don't forget, Ethan Ralph was unironically the second biggest streamer on Cozy.tv after Nick. So the standards weren't like outrageous or anything. So he comes pretty good. You know, he was the guy who hosted that Nick versus Medicare debate, you know, back in the day. So what happens is, this is after Ethan Ralph starts going in, right? Ethan Ralph... He starts going in on America First. He starts doxing groipers. And what it was is that, at least in the beginning, at the beginning of Ralph's feud with Nick was kind of scared. Nick was kind of, the Catboy appreciator was a little bit afraid of the Ralph male. Because he made a rule. He almost did some, like, Fabian tactics type shit against Ralph. Where if you even talked to Ralph, if you even responded to him on social media, you were kicked out. You were kicked out. Now, Michael Alberto, he ended up talking to Ralph anyway. And it was like a little innocuous whatever thing. It wasn't like he was conspiring. Literally just like responding to something that Ralph said to him. And they just kicked him out of the movement. Now, this would go on to be the greatest thing to ever happen to Michael Alberto. Because he was never into any shit concerning like... Ollie Alexander. Ollie never did anything to him. He never got caught up in any scandals. So basically, he managed to just come into the movement, grift a couple bucks. He got a lot of donations off of that Medicare Nick debate. And then he got kicked out before any bullshit really went down. So good on Michael Alberto for making it out of America First with no scars. I think he's like the only guy who ever did that. So very impressive. This video was actually a video he made when he was still in America First, and he kind of sucked Nick's dick. But even in the process of trying to suck Nick's penis, he still couldn't help but tell the truth a little bit.
Ground and only known among right-wing circles who didn't like Nick. That was until rising leftist streamer Voss caught wind of this and blasted all the evidence to a more mainstream audience that they had collected.
That is Nick, he's reacting to this video too. This is how you can tell that this is a pro Nick video, because Nick would never, like, Nick is never ever going to react to my video on him, ever. He's not even going to react to clips of it.
I assume he got this information from a poll thread, as I refuse to believe Voss even spends even more than an hour researching a topic. Like, you really think he spends hours watching archive.org re-uploads of Nick until he found a segment he could show to promote this conspiracy theory? He also couldn't have used Kiwi Farms to obtain
That's what I did. That's unironically what I did. I went to archive.org, I went to BitChute, I went to Rumble, I went to Odyssey, and I just had to... And of course I went to Kiwi Farms, and I just had to... I don't know, there was a reason why I didn't put up any content for like 3 months before I put out that... There's a reason why it vanished. The amount of... to this day, I would say the last 2 or 3 videos that I've made combined still weren't as much work as the amount of work I put into this into that documentary on Nick.
And as this video predates Nick's Kiwi thread by 4 days. The case against Nick is the following. A Catboy channel on his Discord server in which Nick appears to have taken a part in. Nick claims his account was hacked and his audience was just joking around.
I get killed about it on Gab where people are like, we've discovered this time.
Here's the cope. He's about to cope. This is some insane cope he's about to give.
Used to say my account was hacked. That was a joke, okay? The whole thing was a joke. Yeah, and you know, and someone pointed this out in the comments of this video. It's like, everyone else can joke about being gay. And it's funny. And it is funny. Because if you're not really gay, if you're not really a gay man, then it's silly. It's not, like, homosexuality is silly, you know? That's the point. Is like, obviously it's deviant and immoral and so on, but it's like, you know, when you're with your friends and when you're growing up, it's like a joke, you know? Everyone understands that. But this was just the vector of attack. The whole thing, yeah, there was a Catboy channel in the Discord, and I didn't even understand, like, what it was. I knew it was like this anime thing. I thought it was funny. It was a running joke on the show. And then I would say, oh, no, I was hacked. And it was part of a running gag.
Okay, nigga. You fucking lying ass motherfucker. Alright, dude. Sure, Nick. We believe you, brother. It was all a joke. You didn't know what the Discord was. You just stumbled in, Nick. You just got lost. Look at Nick. Nick is lost here, guys. Nick doesn't even know where he is. He's like Joe Biden stumbling on stage. He doesn't know where the fuck he's at. Just saw, oh, cat boys. Oh, yeah, what's going on, guys? Okay, Nick. All right, buddy, if you say so, we believe you. We totally believe you. So, and then we go... But here's the problem. Here's the problem with Nick's... And I also love the fact that Nick said this while he was like... This is his gayest look ever, in my opinion. This little... He was doing... Hold on. You guys, chat is blocking. I'm blocking Nick right here. This is Nick's gayest look ever, in my opinion. When he's got the fucking lumberjack. He's got the fucking... Like, the shirt, the mustache, the way his hair is cut, right? He just looks like a fucking gay lumberjack who he comes down from the mountains to go to the city just so he can go to gay bars and shit. This is the gayest Nick has ever looked while he's saying this, too. Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem with Nick's cope. Here's the problem with Nick's, well, aside from the fact that we have the evidence and we already know for a fact that this is bullshit, that Nick is bullshitting, is that we also have him just fucking gushing. Also the fact that he went on the Catboy date with Catboy Cammy for fucking 10 hours. That too. But also, here's him just gushing all over Catboys.
I need a Catboy to prepare for me baked goods.
A Catboy butler.
100%. That's the plan. The America First plan is we're going to, like, you know how TWP has their, like, place? We're going to build a compound out in the western United States.
A kennel.
That's right. So the compound and the kennel will be next door, and we'll have cat boys everywhere. They'll be serving steaks and ice cream and warm cookies and Burger King, and we'll be playing Fortnite, and nobody'll grow old. And
yeah, okay. He's basically describing a gay Catboy version of Neverland. He's just gonna be Peter Pan with all these Catboy Tinkerbells surrounding him. That's Nick's idea of paradise. But sure, okay. He didn't know what the Catboy Discord server was. He didn't know what that was. It's whatever. So that's Nick's Catboy fetish. So how are we feeling? How are we feeling with the Catboy fetish? A tier? S? B? How you guys feeling? Ooh. There we go. Okay. S tier? A tier? I'm seeing A. A tier. Discord is inherently gay. True. S, A. Okay, I feel like this is a strong A. It's gay, but it's not quite as gay as the Catboy Cammy Day, right? Like this was still in the realm of this was still plausible deniability levels of gay, right? Obviously gay. Very gay. Slightly gayer than what, really when you think about it though. I mean, is it gayer? Is like loving anime Catboys gayer than watching gay porn? Is it? Is it gayer than intently watching somebody's dick get sucked? We might have to put this watching Destiny's sex tape in A tier, guys. It's the same level. It's the same level. It's gayer, same level. A tier gay, but I can imagine upgrade. You know what? Yeah, let's upgrade it because it's literally you're watching gay porn and you're admitting to it, and you're admitting that you were paying a lot of attention to it. So okay, that's A. So we got like 3 A tiers and 1 above S tier. This is actually really fucking impressive. I knew it was gonna be gay. I didn't expect it to be this gay. I'm be honest. I thought we were gonna like ease. Maybe there was gonna be 1 S tier, a few A tiers, but mostly B's and C's. But no, this is gay as hell. So we're gonna do this one next. We're gonna go for the IDF next. Okay, so IDF tier list. Yes. So here we go. Mr. Krabs should be okay. We're gonna get to the Mr. Krabs. Okay, so this one is very straightforward. Basically, what it was is that Nick allegedly he was hacked, streamed gay porn on his stream. You know, let me just show it to you. Let me just put the video up.
And have a great rest of your evening.
Americanism, not globalism, will be our...
Hold up. My bad,
Have
guys.
a great rest of your evening.
Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo.
And have a great rest of your evening.
So yeah, after Nick was done, somehow gay porn just came out on his stream. Now Nick ended up putting out a statement about how, well, let me just read it to you guys. Last night after my stream went offline, my cozy channel was hijacked by a known hacker purporting to represent IDF unit 8200. The hacker targeted 8200, I mean. The hacker targeted a vulnerability in the web app that my team uses to automatically stream the looped pre-show intro lobby of my stream on Cozy. This is why the hacked material, which was streamed, did not appear live on Rumble or in the replay VOD on either Rumble or Cozy. If the material originated from my OBS streaming software like my show does, it would have appeared on both platforms during the live stream and in both VODs. And yada, 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 yada. It's basically him saying, the Jews hacked me. The Jews hacked me, and that's why I ended up accidentally showing you guys gay porn. It was the IDF, those fucking IDF motherfuckers. They bomb Palestinian babies, and they hack your channel so they can show gay porn. They just won't stop. They just can't be stopped. It's crazy how he said the IDF and not Mossad. Isn't this like what Mossad does? I don't know. I didn't know that the IDF did this sort of like technical hacking shit. Bulldozer, thanks for the $5, buddy. Not to derail the discussion, but I would like to know your thoughts on Synthetic Man. Also, Nick needs a fire diss track. Synthetic Man. Well, I'm not going to pretend like I don't know who he is, and I'm also not going to pretend I don't know what recent controversy is about in the last few months. I'll say this. I'll say that he's not. I don't think he's quite the lolcow that a lot of people are painting him out as yet. But I could already see, because I've seen a lot of lolcows. I've seen a lot of lolcow transformations. I've seen a lot of people who were just kind of dysfunctional become full-on lolcows before. And Synthetic Man is kind of following a lot of their footsteps. And he keeps denying it too. And hold on. Sorry. He keeps denying it too. He keeps saying that people are just saying, oh, people are calling me Dark Side Phil before you had to fucking jerk off on camera to be a lolcow. And it's like, as much as people like Review Tech USA like to talk about his May 1st burst, the main reason why people rag on DSP is because of the e-begging, because of him just being a bitch, because of him just blaming everyone else, blaming the whole world for his first world ass problems. And Synthetic Man seems to be, he's kind of seems to be spiraling in this circle of just doing a lot of subtle DSP-isms. And if he doesn't get it together, because he's still not there yet, he's still I still say he's still just a successful YouTuber, is just going through a bit of a rut. He's on the path. He should really get on it, but the problem is he's also like, he kind of treats his audience like shit, like kind of like lemmings, like Phil, so nobody can really tell him shit, which is a really bad place to be in his situation. Because sometimes the best thing that can happen to you is just people just calling you out for your bullshit when it's going down. So I would say he's in the lolcow yellow zone. He needs to get it together. He needs to start considering what he's saying, because he has a pretty easy job and he could easily just, whatever he thinks is a problem isn't as much. He's suffering more in his mind than he is in real life, as they like to say. Anyway, getting back to Nick. Thanks for the $5 again, buddy. So, what do we think about the IDF? I guess it really just depends on, do you actually believe Nick when he says that the IDF hacked his cozy channel and made him play gay porn? Do we actually believe that? Do we actually believe that? Because if we believe that, then this is below D tier. It's literally not even a thing. Oh, no? Oh, no, we just straight up don't believe him. Okay, well, if that's the case, I mean, that's A. That's de facto A. That's like, yeah, that's A. Okay, so we're at 4 A tiers. We're at 4 A tiers. I mean, that's right up there. He's watching gay porn. Again, de facto A tier. Okay, so can we get... So far, it's 1 above S tier and 4 A tiers. This is not looking good for Nick's sexuality. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to get to Pariah the Doll next. Pariah the Doll. L for lying. Oh, are we going to do that? No. I mean, if we put L for lying, then all of these go in L, because Nick just lies about all of this shit. So... not even Mossad, he's claiming the Israel military. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you not say Mossad? The IDF? Nigga, what? IDF doesn't do that. IDF fucking, they're too busy, like, bombing Palestinian orphanages or whatever the fuck to just hack and put gay porn on your PC. Now, let's get to Pariah the Doll. So, Pariah the Doll, this was... as you can see, hold up. We'll get to that. Milo is in this one too, as you can see. Of course, Milo shows up multiple times in a Nick Fuentes gay moments tier list, of course. So back in 2024, when the year that Nick was constantly counter signaling against Trump and saying that he's gonna take his groypers and that he's gonna turn Michigan. Nick literally said that. Nick said that he was gonna turn Michigan against Trump. Right? It's like, nigga, who the fuck do you think you are? Most of your, like, so much of this dude's traffic and impressions are bots. As I've shown in the fucking video, bro. Like, he's nowhere near the big deal that he thinks he is. If you only know Nick via social media, he's a super big deal. Outside of Twitter, outside of Facebook, outside of Instagram, outside of YouTube, he doesn't even factor in anything, right? So yes, this is another example of Milo being the ultimate op. So Nick, in 2024, was caught being in a Twitter chat group with a bunch of trans people, including a lot of these pro-Groyper trans people, because, you know, of course there are pro-Groyper trans groups, of course. Just like there are pro-Groyper just like there are so many gay Groypers, you know. There's nothing... It's such a fucking rainbow flag ass movement. People get on Trump for being more accepting of the LGBT into his fucking MAGA coalition or whatever. Nick's movement is flaming out the wazoo. It's fucking ninth circle of hell levels of fire going on in America First. So many rainbow tribesmen are just walking around. So here is Nick in the Dollhouse group chat somebody says, Nick, I live right by you. Let's meet up. Nick's response isn't, no. I don't actually want to meet strangers that I only talk to on Twitter. Nick's response instead is, Dollhouse meetup, but only the hot people. Nick, why would you say this? Why are you here in the first place? Why are you in this chat in the first... anyway. You know who else was wondering this? You know who else was pondering why Nick was in this chat? Jesse from Pod Awful. Pod Awful mentioned. So Pod Awful, he had Milo on his show, right? And they discussed some things. They discussed Milo was going sicko mode throughout 2024. And, he just wanted to bring Milo on and tell him about all the people he was being an op against. And while he was there, Jesse just popped the question that we're all wondering.
It's against my faith to pray for people to be dead, which doesn't mean that I don't do it ever.
We all make mistakes.
I don't. But there are people I think the world would be improved by the absence of, and certainly you're a nice guy, and I would like you to be happy, and I think it would increase to some total of human happiness if Alex were to be hit by a train. I think it would. I think he exists in that category of sort of Nick Fuentes and a couple of other people who just everybody would be better off if they just weren't.
Right. Nick Fuentes is gay, right?
Yes. Okay.
Why was he in that group chat with Pariah the Doll and all these other trans?
Why do you think?
Okay. And there you go. There you go. Why do you think, Jesse? Why do you think that he was in the group chat? Why do you think this obviously gay kid was in the group chat with all these trans who were talking about how much they loved him so much? Why do you think? So, and of course, Milo cucked Nick. He just stole his troon, just took him from out of nowhere, just came him, took him, hired him, gave him a job. And apparently, according to Milo, he got this nigga to detransition. He's a guy again. He goes by his male name again. He's ex-gay, like Milo is. Apparently, he don't like men no more, right? I don't know. This is like ex-gay. Milo's trying to recruit a legion of formerly gay men who just fucking disavow the lifestyle or whatever. I don't know how it's going to work out in the end, but whatever. This is Milo's work. Milo's just, again, the top op, once again. And before anyone ever says, wait, Nick didn't really know Pariah the Doll. Yes, he did. Nick did know who Pariah the Doll was.
Get straight, buddy. Listen, pal. It's time to go Groiper and get straight. Maybe this flies the Bronze Age pervert. This doesn't fly with the Groipers. You need to get straight, pal. I just farted. I don't know if you heard that.
So yeah, Nick knew who Pariah the Doll was. He was checking out their social media and shit. He knew, yeah. So that's that. So where are we putting the Pariah the Doll, and the Dollhouse Saga? What tier are we putting that? What tier are we putting that in? I'm feeling this is a comfortable B+ to A-. S? You guys are saying S? You guys want to say everything is S. I mean, I understand it, but it's not like, yeah, it's an A. Yeah, it's another A. So many A's. Jesus Christ, bro. It's crazy. The amount of, it's so, I didn't expect it to be this bad. When I started this stream, when I came up with the idea for this stream, I thought that it was going to be mostly B's, maybe C's. But, dude, like, he was going in, he was, what they call him, a chaser. Nick was being a chaser. He was 100% being a chaser. Nick is never that friendly with, like, women who aren't trans, by the way. He's not. As we're going to see with our, well, hold on. Here's the problem. The first problem is the wife jack shit is actually very long. And the Mr. Krabs shit, I don't have the clips for. I can look for them in a second. But here's what we'll do. We'll do the Boss Baby shit, and then we'll do the Boss Baby shit. We'll take a quick 2-minute break so I can go piss. And then we'll come back, we'll do the Mr. Krabs, and we'll do the wife jack, because the wife jack shit is kind of ridiculous. The wife jack shit is pretty fucking insane. The Boss Baby shit, though, that's like literally, oh yeah, Nick Fuentes does like actually hate women. Nick Fuentes hates all women except his mother, his sister, and I guess the Virgin Mary. I assume so. I would assume so. So we're gonna do the Boss Baby shit real quick. Whoop. They're all A for Alu. Thank you for the $1.99 video essay. Okay. So, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. I'm lost. No. There it is. Okay. So, we're going to take care... What the fuck? No. Okay. So, the Boss Baby one is going to be very easy. We're just going to watch this video, and it's going to tell us basically everything. From Gut News, breaking GNN, great account. Thanks to RPG on X for providing GNN this old clip featuring Nick Fuentes following aesthetic boys on Instagram. This proves Nick Fuentes is not only attracted to trans women, but also cis boys. Oh, RPG, boy. Hold on, let's see how RPG's doing. Something that's very interesting is that RPG has way more followers than I do. Like, I don't even think I have 1,000 followers yet. This nigga has like almost 6,000 followers, and I'm like, how? Your posts barely get any engagement. What's not almost 6,000 followers, but not even 600 impressions? And of course, his timeline now is just filled with him trying to suck Nick's dick. Like, he's doing what Ralph is doing, but I think it's even more pathetic because, I don't know, at least Ralph still has something of a platform. RPG's got nothing. And he got kicked out. And when he tried to come back to Nick in the first time, Nick fucking laughed at his face. It was like, no, get the fuck away from me. And he's still just trying to crawl back, trying to fucking join the Groiper Defense Force and shit. Wrap it up, man. Wrap it up, Teddy. Wrap it up, bro. Come on, man. Don't do that. All right, so here's the Boss Baby. Here's the lore on the Boss Baby incel account.
Just one more thing.
Oh, what's that? Oh, wait.
Birthday, Boss Baby Incel. Happy birthday, Nicholas Fuentes. You are the most swaggin', thuggin', ballin' Boss Baby. Boss Baby.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Nick? Just want to say happy birthday, man.
Why are all these niggas brown? What the fuck?
Wishing you nothing
Brown, or they're fucking balding, or they're just like cringe.
but the best on your 23rd. Keep up the great work.
Happy 23rd birthday and happy white boy summer.
What the wait, nigga? That's like 3 non-white people in a row. What the fuck?
Yo, Nick, happy birthday, my Nick.
Happy birthday, Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Happy birthday to my good friend.
Oh no, not Lulz. No, this was back when Lulz was still cool with Nick. No.
Hey King, Smiley here, wishing you a very basic.
Oh, Smiley, no. Nick made you a victim, or at least he let you become one.
Lots of smiles.
Hey Nick, happy 23rd birthday from me
Another brown nigga.
and all the Groypers
This is the most, like, Tex-Mex looking nigga. You know he rattles cattle in Texas or Arizona.
here in Southern California.
Oh, he's in... Okay, I should have guessed, of course. Why did I assume? I was assuming too much. A Mexican from California. Okay. It's like half the niggas in that video weren't even white. Impressive. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Nick likes to... He made an account specifically so he could fucking lurk and save posts about buff boys, basically. So very basic shit. And I don't know. I feel like... What do you guys feel? I feel like that's another C. Or... Well, no, I feel like that's another C tier. Because it's... Well, maybe not. Maybe this is actually a B. Maybe this is a proper B. Because, I don't know. That is gay. Making a fucking sock account specifically. Because we're going to get to another sock in a minute. But making another sock account specifically so you can just follow and look at pictures of buff boys without anybody finding out. That is pretty... Alright, B. That's a solid B. Solid B tier gayness. Okay, we got our first proper B. I tried to make a B, but all the B's kept getting upgraded to A's. Because it's like, well, no... Watching gay porn that is pretty A tier worthy of gay. Trying to chase after transes, that is pretty A tier worthy of gay. I feel like we're about to get to our next proper S tiers though. After this brief break. Hold on, let me put something on for you niggas. Let me put something on for you guys. I don't just want to leave you guys here not looking at nothing. You see here, Mom Donnie about to fucking win New York because neither Swilwa or fucking Kumo want to drop out so the other one can get the votes. Both of them want to win. Really, it should be Kumo. Really, it should be fucking Andrew. Andrew needs to beat it. That nigga needs to get the fuck out. You lost your primary, nigga. Stop trying to spoil. Swilwa, he could win. I really do think he could win if just Andrew would beat it. Kick rocks, nigga. You're not wanted anymore. Fucking killed everybody's grandma, but you still want to be the mayor of New York. Go away. Alright, hold on. Let me put something on for you guys. What? Oh.
Never would have thought we'd be waking up like this, but it's over now.
I'ma go over that nigga's house late at night.
Yeah, here's something. Here's something you guys will enjoy. Something Nick would enjoy too. This is some LTG shit real quick. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
I'ma go over that nigga's house late at night. I'ma have that nigga so horny I'ma leave his fucking place, he might leave on a nightlight. Blue balls when I go over there and spit it. I might lift up his balls, jack his dick off, but don't let him hit it. I'ma bend over in front of him, spread cheeks, let him take a sniff. I might even let him rub the dickhead all over the clit. You try to slide in, I pull out, I bust clips. Bitch ass nigga, you don't make enough money to hit this. I'm about a bag, a check, $1. I come through, catch you fucking a scallywag bitch. I'ma bust caps and make the bitch holler. Ooh la la, when he see me, I got him sucking on a pacifier. The same shit we used to call when I was a kid, call a baba. Got him on his knees like a dog when I walk him. A nigga look too long at my ass, I'ma turn around, pull out the Glock and chalk him.
Alright, I'm back. Low tier dad? I mean, can you really put him on a tier list if he hasn't even, like, done anything to be put on there? You can't even put him in F tier. He hasn't even been a bad dad. He just hasn't been a dad, period. His daughter is almost like, I don't know. It's like, almost like an imaginary creature to him. Okay, so... Hold on. I mean, the Mr. Krabs shit, that's pretty... There's actually a video. Hold on. There's actually the perfect video. The perfect video. I'm just going to put in Krabs and Fuentes, and look what's going to happen. Of course, the Mr. Krabs incident. Okay, hold on. There you go. Oh, no! It got taken out. I bet that account got flagged. God damn. Well, there's no way. You know what? Hold up. I could find this shit. I bet I can. I bet I fucking can't. There's no way I can. Let's see. Hold on. Here's what I'll do real quick. Woo. Hold up. Give me a second. I'll be right back with you guys.
It was late in It was late.
All right, I got it. All right, we're gonna watch it right now. I had to go to Kiwi Farms. It's the only place left. I think well, no, I didn't use it. This isn't in my folder. It's not in my folder because I didn't want to use it. I didn't use it in the documentary, so everything I used in my documentary, I still have on a cloud device or a hard drive somewhere. But this, I didn't have this. So yes, thank you, Josh. I will have to just fucking donate to you at this point because you're just carrying me too hard, like legitimately. I owe this nigga, I don't know, if I had to pay this nigga royalties or something, it'd be in the hundreds of dollars by now. Anyway, this is the Mr. Krabs incident.
In the evening when my phone buzzed with a Twitter notification that Nick Fuentes was caught red-handed looking at tranny porn, I couldn't believe it. I laughed. Soon after, the Groypers were doing damage control claiming Mr. Krabs 9000 was a fake account. Naturally, I had to get to the bottom of it. Nick Fuentes and his followers claimed this account, Mr. Krabs 9000, was forged by a disgruntled white nationalist to smear him. Nick posted screenshots to his newly created
They don't have any other excuse. Every single time Nick is caught pink-handed in some fucking gay incident or gay drama, it's always the result of an op. It's always some fucking troll shit. It's always some haters, some other faction of dissident righties, some lefties trying to frame Nick. Every time. This is their go-to cope. That or the person, or it's Jews. Or you're Jewish. You're just Jewish.
I questioned Michael Alberto, and he claimed the account tricked him, that he wasn't a member of Nick's private chat where he drops his new Twitter alts. But he wasn't the only one tricked. You had Dalton Clodfilter, Kai Clips, several Groyper generals, Groyper accounts, and even Ethan Ralph himself, all fooled by this supposed fake account. Either this was the best forgery in history, or it was Nick's account. I compared the archived tweet to the video and it was a match. I compared the tweets to older posts by Nick. Nick would always choose a SpongeBob-themed account. It was all starting to fit. Nick went live and his chat was in full revolt. All mods were assembled. Nick spent several minutes live on air checking his phone, and then the account was gone. Before you discount my investigation, let's go over some key pieces of evidence that point to this being real. Nick chooses SpongeBob-themed accounts. He has said having sex with women is gay.
Dating women is gay. Having sex with women.
I love how these are like, these are the biggest tales. These are the biggest tales that this was Nick's account. He's obsessed with children's media like SpongeBob and Minions or Boss Baby. And also he says that having sex with women is gay. And also he keeps posting about shitty foods. These are the things that are just giveaways. Like, of course this is Nick. Of course it was.
Is gay. And having sex with men is gay. And you know, it's all gay.
He has been caught looking at aesthetic boys on Instagram. He went on a date with Catboy Cammy, also known as Lolly Socks. Ultimately, it is up to you what you choose to believe. I have no smoking gun to show you, but based on what you've seen, Nick is at best an asexual weirdo, and at worst, a closeted homosexual. For now, the case remains open, but I will solve this mystery, because I am the cum detective.
Okay, so we had the smoking gun. You know what I should have just done? You know what I should have done, honestly? I should have just did this for the fucking start. I should have did this shit. Wait, what the fuck? I didn't check the studio. I got 245 of you niggas watching? Where you guys come from? Why are you all watching me? Hey, everyone, thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. So let's check back with old Mikey, right? Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to let older Mikey in the past is going to tell us, is going to help Mikey of the future, Mikey of the present, I mean, explain to you guys how gay Nick is. So, Mr. Krabs, we're just going to watch my content. Cool, all right. Let him rap. Let him rap.
Of us to know. Well, I think we already got a clue after the Mr. Krabs incident of May 2022. A little backstory to the Mr. Krabs incident. As you know, up until the Elon Musk era of Twitter, dissident righties were banned with abandon on the app, including Nick. But, as we know, while Nick is lazy, he can be hella persistent when he's motivated enough. And few things motivated our little Christian nationalist more than his Twitter addiction.
When you're banned from everything, now I can't use Twitter. I want to use Twitter.
So when Jack Dorsey banished that boy, he just started making sock puppet accounts. These accounts were lucky to last even a few days before they got popped too, so Nick would just keep cycling through burner after burner after burner. Now there's a certain pattern with a lot of these burners of Nick's, and that was the constant SpongeBob and Despicable Me references. We got @DamageMinion08, @MinionFan2000, @PunishedGrew, @YeezyGapMinion, @KrabbyPatty5000, @MrKrabs5000. On May 25th, 2022, Nick's then current alt, @ChumBucket5000, was suspended. So Nick fired up a new burner that same day named @MrKrabs9000. On the same day it was made, Mr. Krabs9000 posted a short video of Google Trend comparisons to show how popular Cozy was getting, so he could stun on the Fuentes haters and America First disbelievers. But, just like the Super Bowl tragedy of 2020, Nick's attempt to pop out and show niggas would go terribly awry. Cause while he was flipping through browser tabs in the clip, a tab was briefly visible that contained trans femboy porn. There's no denying what that tab was. Grandmaster Gooners already did the research.
This is also gay, by the way. I said earlier, the people who were looking at the Destiny dick-sucking video to, investigate whether that was really Nick, that was also gay, right? The people who were watching this, people who went and they watched that trans femboy porn, they went through all the thumbnails, they were watching and rewatching videos for that specific frame. I mean, good on you guys. Kudos on you guys, because I wouldn't have been able to make this, put this in the video otherwise. It's still pretty gay, though. Yeah, I'm just saying. I appreciate your effort. I appreciate your effort, though.
Say it ain't so. That it wasn't really Nick's fault, because that's standard Groyper procedure whenever a giant piece of evidence that Nick is obviously gay comes out. Which is like every 6 or 8 months, give or take. Hell, the Mr. Krabs incident happened the same week as Nick's infamous having sex with women is gay rant.
If we're really being honest, never having a girlfriend, never having sex with a woman, really makes you more heterosexual. Because honestly, dating women is gay.
Now some of you are probably thinking, well Mikey, how do you even know Mr. Krabs9000 or any of these other accounts were really Nick's? It could just be a string of coincidences. Okay, let's disregard the frequency and swiftness with these account suspensions. Let's ignore that Groypers would somehow be immediately alerted to the existence of these accounts and flock over to follow them. Shit, let's ignore that even non-Groyper Nick Fuentes allies would suddenly follow these accounts out of nowhere, like how Ethan Ralph started following Mr. Krabs9000 almost immediately after the account was made. You know what the undeniable smoking gun that proves this was Nick's burner? He made a post about pepperoni pizza and a Pepsi with the caption, "Imagine eating this good." That alone would be pretty good proof, because taking pics of shitty food with the caption, "Imagine eating this good," is, for some reason, Nick's favorite thing to do. He's literally been doing it for years. He still does it now. But what really made the Nick Fuentes Mr. Krabs9000 connection irrefutable is that Nick talked about eating pizza and drinking a Pepsi like 30 minutes later on the show.
So before we get into that, I want to remind you to... I keep burping. I just had a pizza. I just ate a big cheese pizza and a glass of Pepsi. Yummy. That's why I was a little bit late, because I had some errands to do, and then I went over to my favorite pizza place.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So yeah,
he got got. He got got. Also, I noticed that some of you guys, well, all of you guys, would have just noticed that you only heard that out of one ear. That was my bad. That doesn't happen anymore. Really, I got told about that. That happened like twice in this video, right? And it's not a big complaint, but I heard it enough that, I'm very autistic about audio, in case you guys haven't noticed. In my newer videos, I keep trying to fucking fuck around in DaVinci and figure stuff out and look at tutorials and shit. Because I really don't want to fuck up the audio again. Because, I don't know, I feel like bad audio can fuck up a video even worse than bad editing can. You met with Nick IRL? Fuck no, nigga. I don't even want this weirdo motherfucker to be around me. Look at him. Weird ass nigga. I don't know why other black people, there are so many black people who are just like, I don't know. They get weak in the knees for Nick. Maybe it's because Nick is a wigger. I mean, he is. Nick is absolutely a wigger. He loves black people. He can't stay away from inner cities. He loves the city of Chicago. His idol is a bipolar black man who constantly race mixes. He is a wigger. Always playing rap music, especially Kanye in all of his streams and shit. He wants to be Kanye. Literally, his dream is to be some weird chimera of Kanye, Stalin, and Hitler. This is what Nick wants in life. Let's see. LTG Nick Fuentes. He's right. Low tier guy gives his opinion on black people and Nick Fuentes. His conclusion, he's right. So yeah, that was Mr. Krabs. The Mr. Krabs incident. Nick literally not only got caught watching porn, he got caught watching trans femboy porn. And I think that that's like a step above. I think that's actually a step above just watching regular gay porn. I think that's like genuinely like at least like a low S tier, honestly. Low S tier. Either that or it's A+. It's low S tier or it's A+. What do you guys think? Woo, hold up. All right, S. Okay, fine. This is... All right, let's say this is... All right, sure. Let's say S minus. This is S or S minus. And Jaden is like solid S plus tier. We only have one more. We have one more... Well, I say gay moment. This is more like a gay saga. This is almost a gay... It's almost cheating to put this as one thing. I should have really been separated. Like how I separated Nick's Catboy fetish from Catboy Cammy. But I really, it really needed to be broken down into, hold on. Can you guys even see what I'm doing here? Oh, you guys can. Okay. So, hold on. I'm fucking up. Okay. That's much better. Okay. Cool. A gay saga. Yes, it's actually of like over time because it really shows how cracked Nick is. You can see, look at the fucking hold on, let me show something. Close this. Close this, close that, get rid of Mr. Krabs. That's S tier gayness, we already know. Wife Jack, look at all these tabs, because I have to. I had to, because it really just goes to show you. Wife Jack broke something in Nick's brain. Genuinely. Wife Jack did so. And his wife, the war against Wife Jack and the war against wife guys and the war against the institution of marriage itself is basically what we're about to cover here. So we're going to start here with Nick's first video back in June 14th when Nick said that getting married is a humiliation ritual.
My life to suck when I don't want to be living anymore, and I decided I want to be hanging out with the kids and stuff. An Amish girl, so she could be based? She's probably gonna smell like shit. Amish girl, and what? She's gonna smell like BO and have like armpit hair? I don't think so. No, I want a cool wife. I kind of just want a wife who hates me because I'm gonna hate her. So I want it to be a mutual suffering, like, you know, Han Solo and Princess Leia. You know, because I read some of the pickup artist stuff. I was reading Chateau Artiste the other day. I was reading Pearl's boyfriend has like a 100 tweet thread about game, and I was reading it just for fun. And I was like, this is so fucking tedious. It's like, do I have to actually like her and play all these games and she has to like me? It's like, why can't we just make a business agreement? I'm not here to make friends.
What? 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 And look at Zerka down here. 2 base. God, bro, I'm fucking... Zerka is the most... I swear, Zerka sucks dick. Zerka gets on his knees for Nick harder than any of Nick's actual groypers are. Him and Jake Shields, they can't get off this little Chicano's dick, bro. It's crazy. 2 base that I just regard like marriage as a, not even like a relationship, but as a business transaction to make kids. Like, what the fuck? Dude, I can't stand. This nigga is always under, like, he always is under all of Nick's posts saying that it's too, he's so based. Nick, you're so right. Nick, you're gonna save the West. Just marry this nigga. How about you 2 niggas get married? Damn. Anyway, that's the first clip. We move on to the next clip because there are multiple. So this is July. Literally the very next month, he had to keep going. Getting married to white women is an obligation. You're not meant to enjoy it. Now, getting married to white women is an obligation. This is, Fuentes Updates calls itself an official fan account of Nick. But I gotta wonder, because he'll post stuff like this. Getting married to white women is an obligation. You're not meant to enjoy this. I can't imagine why, if you're like a genuine fan of Nick, would you fucking clip this and make this caption? This does not make Nick look good. It doesn't. Like right here, baby dog groiper. One of Nick's own groipers is like, not liking white women is an L. Like, bro, is it the plan to save the West by making more white babies? Like, isn't that your whole thing, Nick? Like, what do you mean?
What can I do to fix these issues? There's a lot of good quality black women in the dating pool.
I know, they really are. They really are irresistible. It's so difficult.
See what I told you? Told you, he's a fucking wigger, bro. He loves black people. Nick loves black people. He has to pretend to be racist for his fucking... He has to pretend to be, like, pro-white people, and, like, he wants to be, like... He wants to be, like, a even twinkier version of Milo. He wants to have a black boyfriend or a black husband. That's what he wants to do. He wants to have, like... He wants to date a black dude who's just like Kanye. He wants to date a femboy version of Kanye. That's what he really wants. He doesn't want to do this shit. But unfortunately... He's got to tell people to marry white women. It's sad. Difficult. It's tragic.
Asians too, but sadly our penance is that we have to get married to white women. It sucks. These Asian...
Hold on, let me show you that. Hold on, I'm pausing a lot. But we really got to fresh and fit Nick Fuentes. We gonna see it. We gonna see it. There it is. There it is. Look at Nick. Look how happy this Nick... Hold on. Where the fuck it went? Where did it go? I just saw it. There it is. Look how happy Nick looks surrounded by all them black queens. When is the last time you saw Nick smile this hard? I don't remember. That nigga looks like, oh, he's exactly where he wants to be. Living his antebellum southern dream. Yeah, I do gotta bookmark these things. Well, it wasn't something I was gonna like break up in the future. It's like something in the spur of the moment. I just had to bring it up when he was mentioned about quality black women. This nigga is in his element right now. This is where he wants to be. Either this or surrounded by some cat boys.
Women, there's something else. Black women, it's like you say, some of them are so great, but we have to deal with Taylor Swift fans. They're plump. They're rude, crude, they swear, they speak English, they can't cook. But you know, it's not supposed to be enjoyable. That's just a reminder that you're not supposed to have sex for enjoyment. Something to keep in mind, sex is not a recreational activity. Because if you had an Asian wife or a black wife, specifically if you had a black wife, you'd say, I'm in heaven. You'd say, this is bliss, I never want to die. If you had okay, I hope everybody recognizes this is a bit. All the sense, you know, I can never do jokes anymore because everybody just takes everything way too seriously. He said what? He's not pro-white. But if you had a black wife, you'd say, I'm in heaven. You would probably forsake religion. You'd say, this is the best stuff ever. You would cry out for a chthonic fertility cult. You'd be worshiping some African deity, some female African deity. Mating with white women is an obligation of white people. It's not something we're supposed to look forward to. It's an obligation. It is a solemn sacrifice and an obligation. And when you go to one of these weddings in like a rustic chapel and she's wearing cowboy boots and Pappy comes down the aisle and she's listening to a Taylor Swift song and she subjects you to her dream wedding planning and you have to take the pictures. And when you post a picture of your hand with the fucking ring, just remember, this is not supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to enjoy this. This is quite literally the initiating humiliation ritual. It's an initiation humiliation rite to become a white Christian. And it's very sad and it's very...
He said he's trying to make it so that his irony carries everything. But bro, we know how you feel. We know how you feel because we see how these groypers react to Wife Jack. Groypers made all these cartoons. They made all these little art pieces about Wife Jack. Now, I can't show you all of them because some of them are just like insane. Like, it's like straight up gore, sexual torture type shit. Just like, here's Wife Jack having been beat up by a fucking groyper. Here's a groyper running over Wife Jack. And here, well, here we have we have Nick being run over by a base chud with his Wife Jack in the passenger seat as it should be, right? Dude, all right. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it was pretty funny because people were really getting sick because I remember there was like this perfect... Somebody actually said it very perfectly. They said something like, hold on, what the fuck is this? They said something like, Wife Jack is a perfect example, almost like a Rorschach, in how you perceive her is, it kind of says a lot about you. Some people said that Wife Jack is, some people said that Wife Jack was like oppressive. It was oppressive to women. This is how men want us to live. They want us to be dumb, ditzy redheads. Some dudes are like, oh, they want us to be, the groypers especially, they were like, Wife Jack, it wants us to be subjective. They want us to be submissive to women. They want us to be simps. They want us to be fucking slaves to females and shit. But for the average dude, for the average non-mentally disturbed male, Wife Jack was like, oh, this is how I am with my wife. Hey, this gotta, I'm not married, but that kind of reminds me of the relationship I have with my girlfriend. This is how regular people like thought about. Did they freak out about Husband Jack too? No, specifically Wife Jack. They specifically went after Wife Jack. Husband Jack did show up in some of the art they drew, some of the art the groypers drew, but only because they were trying to get at Wife Jack and shit. But we're gonna watch this clip right here. Wife Jack was attempted damage control. This is how much Wife Jack fucked with this nigga's mind. Wife Jack was attempted damage control in direct response to Nick's "Your Body, My Choice" viral clip and tweet. Now he's getting into conspiracy theories because of Wife Jack.
I don't think it's a coincidence that after the election, I went viral for saying, your body, my choice. It got 100 million views. It was on television. They're saying that middle schoolers are saying this in their classrooms. Middle school age boys are saying, your body, my choice. And it's making Trump look bad. It's making the GOP look bad. And what do you know? Just a couple weeks after that, right around Thanksgiving, now all of a sudden there's this resurgence of Wife Jack. All of a sudden there is this completely forced, astroturfed meme that comes out of nowhere. It's not even a new meme, it's an old meme. But it comes out of nowhere, and all of a sudden people are saying, no, the right doesn't hate women. The right loves women. The right loves their wives. They're so cute and wholesome and sweet and innocent and pure. And they post relatable, normal content about wives, not like those incels like Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes that say, your body, my choice. So I was thinking about
Andrew
that
Tate got his ass beat. Hold up real quick. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted, guys. But we can just go ahead and watch this because it's so quick. This is so quick. This is actually super fucking... Because it's so fast. It'll be like literally 5 seconds. Hold on. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Excuse me. That was gross. That's actually not what I was looking for.
Andrew Tate versus Chase DeMore. A heavyweight championship showdown. How will Tate perform after such a long break?
There's been endless debate about his skills and resume. Is he really that good, or was his entire career a scam? Let's dig deeper. First, I'll review Andrew Tate's entire career, then break down his technique, do the same for his opponent, and finally give my prediction for the fight. In 2005, Tate started practicing martial arts. In November 2008, Tate was ranked 7th best light heavyweight kickboxer in Britain by the International Sport Kickboxing Association, or ISKA. But this is where the problems start. It's hard to find all of Tate's fights, if you count only...
Alright, never mind. Never mind. We'll do it later. We'll do it another day. We'll do it another day.
I never considered that those were related, but it is interesting, the timing. Because that did pop off after the election, and that defined the post-election. That was the biggest thing. It got 100 million views.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. What? Are you serious?
Interesting, the timing. Because that did pop off after the election, and that defined the post-election.
That defined the this narcissistic motherfucker. That defined the post-election? Like, he has to make it about himself so... First off, why would it even matter? Post-election, Trump won. Like, that's it. It doesn't matter. But he had to come in after everything was said and done, and he had to fucking get controversial. He had to get in the news again. He had to, yes, bro really does think he's the main character. He had to make it about him again. That's what the whole Your Body, Our Choice was again. It was Nick. He wanted to go viral one more. Well, he didn't expect to go that viral. Like, again, he didn't expect that level of consequences for his actions. The Your Body, My Choice shit. The Your Body, My Choice shit was the first time that Nick ever had to, like, truly face consequences for his actions over, like, some stupid shit that he said. Right? He didn't expect that. He didn't expect women to, like, be sending him death threats. He didn't expect all the mass doxing. He didn't expect people to start pulling up to his house. Because, again, he hates women. And because he hates women, he looks down on women. He was like, man, these stupid bitches, they aren't gonna do anything to me. Women can actually be really fucking dangerous. Especially if they're vindictive and kind of unstable. And you probably don't want to piss all of them off like that, Nick. Especially when you're built the way that you are. I know, he saw it. He found out. It ended with him macing an old lady.
That was the biggest thing. It got 100 million views. It went crazy viral on TikTok, on X, on Facebook. It's still being talked about on television, and then all of a sudden there's this meme from the right wing.
Oh, the Your Body, Our Choice tweet. Yes, it was funny. But it was also funny what happened after when Nick had to deal with all that bullshit. Like, the whole thing was funny. The whole saga was hilarious. Nick just didn't like the second half after, like, the tweet went viral.
About, no, we actually love our wives. Interesting timing. So I do feel vindicated. I think, and I said this a couple weeks ago, I do think that was damage control. Just like we saw during the election. Just like during the election, you know, people would say women shouldn't vote. And all of the Trump shills like Jack Posobiec freaked out. They said, if you say that, you're trying to suppress the vote. You're trying to discourage women from voting Republican if you say that women shouldn't vote.
Yes.
And I think there's something similar going on.
You are, though. Like, what else could you be saying? Like, what else do you want when you say shit like women shouldn't vote? You're basically trying to get all of the female conservatives to not vote for like Republican. You're basically trying, or at the very least, well, even worse, not only are you not trying to get them to vote, you're risking them going to vote Democrat. It's already most women already. Well, not most, but like, you know, over 50% of the women who vote every election vote Democrat. And, you know, Republicans, you want to lower that. You want to balance it out. And so when niggas like this come out and they're like, we don't want women to vote. In fact, we want women barefoot in fucking kitchens and shit. You're kind of fucking it up for everybody else who's just trying to win elections. But again, Nick has never like actually tried. He's never actually been in politics. He's talked a lot about, this is something that Groypers don't understand. They think that because Nick knows so much about politics and he talks so much about politics that he's good at politics. He's not. Nick would make a terrible, terrible fucking politician. Like worse than Laura Loomer. If Nick tried to run for office for real, it would be more embarrassing than Laura Loomer. It would be more embarrassing than Sargon. It would be more embarrassing. Like, it's very sad that Brianna Wu is unironically one of the most successful examples of like a culture warrior going into politics and somewhat succeeding. That's really fucking sad. Because Brianna Wu fucking sucks. But still, that nigga, I don't know, he managed to pull it off. And here we go. Worse than Loomer and stuff. Hey, man. It is worth. Hey. You be surprised. Loomer is doing good for now. It is going to. She will eventually find her level again, right? When people who don't have the talent and the merit to be somewhere find themselves out of nowhere in a very ascended position, they end up returning to their proper level given enough time. It's just inevitable. Unless, you know, you were born to rich parents, right? Laura doesn't have enough nepotism on her side, though.
Abby Homer sent $15. Finally glad to see someone I can relate to that's normal. I want a traditional marriage too, and because it's not popular I get hit with the asexual and are you a lesbian? I'm just like
Shut
an
up.
Anyway, I love her show. You clearly care for her country, just wish there was someone like you for Scotland XX.
No, we are not. Look, I'm not normal. Why do you keep putting that on? It's so weird how you people project these things onto me. I'm obviously not a normal person. I'm obviously not like a regular guy or whatever. So just stop trying to identify with me. I don't need to be like you. You just need to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not like you. And
that's the most honest cult leader shit that he has ever said ever. Like before, he's always tried to couch it. He's always tried to color it and package it in a certain way. But now he's just saying, look, bro, I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm a Frankenstein abomination test tube baby. I'm gay. There's something fucking wrong with me. I'm not your friend. This is a parasocial relationship. Just shut the fuck up, buy my merch, give me money, and run that good deed for me on social media. That's all you exist for, right? It's like the low tier gods speech. You exist to suck dick in that chat daily. That's what Nick thinks his groypers need to do. Just get in here, suck my dick daily on social media and in chat, and shut the fuck up and give me money. That's it. Look, dude, I'm not normal. I'm never gonna get married. I'm not gonna save the West. There's something fucking wrong with me, bro. Just leave me alone. Whoop.
And that's what makes me able to say these things. That's what made me able to discover them. That's what makes me able to articulate them. You should be grateful, okay, that there's a gulf between us instead of looking for identity with me. You should not be seeking it. I'm a very dysfunctional person. I'm clearly an abnormal person. I don't want a traditional marriage. That's what you guys aren't getting. How much more clear can I make it? Every show I'm like, I hate women, you know? Like I have no appetite for like a domestic life. Women that think that I'm like a trad husband. Where's my trad wife? Oh, trad wife, where art thou? I'm looking for a trad wife in a sundress that I could cuddle and have traditional sex with and nurture and care for and cherish. And there's one thing guys want, and it's absolutely disgusting. It's a super hot wife and a kid in a domestic scene playing outside. It's like, fuck that. I want to live in a glass house. I want to live in like an empty glass house that's cold. Like, you know, and people are like, Nick is like this trad guy. Nick is like a trad guy who dreams of, like, you know, sitting there and looking into his wife's eyes and being like, baby, you make me the happiest man in the world. Like, what is wrong with you? Do you watch this show? Do you watch this show? And
like, he's getting mad. Nick has gotten to the point where he's actually just getting mad at his supporters for not just realizing that he's gay. What more do I have to do? Let me pull it up. Look at all this shit. Look at all this shit we've covered, right? All this shit over the years. And they still don't get it. This nigga has literally been caught watching gay porn multiple times. And they don't get it. And he's just starting to get frustrated. Like, goddamn, dude. I'm in the closet. Stop saying I'm gonna get married. You're just bullying me. That's probably what it feels like. It feels like his fans are bullying him, like they're fucking with him every time they're saying, man, I can't wait to see you get married and have your trad wife, and then you guys can have traditional sex, whatever the fuck that means. What is that, missionary? What is that, missionary, where you guys don't even look each other in the eyes, right? You just like look into space, and she just like, you know, sits there like a starfish. What the fuck is traditional sex? Right? It's like, you guys say this shit, you're just fucking with me. You know I'm gay. You know I'm gay.
Say that's a normal guy. That's clearly a normal guy who is just so fucking traditional. Like, dude, get a grip. I want a traditional marriage too. It's like, dude, I want to just be left alone.
Oh, traditional just means sex with women. Oh, okay.
Alone. I want to be left alone by everybody. And people go, no, you guys, Nick's just waiting for it. I hope he gets his traditional marriage. How much more clear could I make it? Why? And you wonder why I keep crashing out over this. It's like I tell you over and over, I do not want to live with a bitch nagging me. I do not want to have to trip over kids' toys. There is nothing about a domestic life that appeals to me.
He can't even like fantasize about like living with a woman for the rest of, he can't even fantasize about like living in a domestic situation with a woman would be positive. No matter what, no matter, in his mind, it's always going to be terrible. He's always going to be miserable, whether there are kids, whether there aren't kids, whether they're in a big house, whether she's beautiful, whether, it doesn't matter, right? It's always going to fuck with him because he just doesn't want women in his life anyway. So what's his solution? His solution is that he just needs an arranged marriage.
I need an arranged marriage. I've come to the realization I'm never going to be able to do like the whole, like, you're on Tinder, you drop a corny pickup line. I mean, like long walks on the beach in the office. Hey, you know, never going to happen. Because if I am in this audition, I'm never going to be able to subject myself to that, where I'm like, I gotta keep up the witty banter. I gotta put in all this effort and play this mating game. Oh, he opened the car door for me. Oh, he ordered for me. What a Chad. Oh, he didn't get the waiter's attention. That gave me the ick. I'm never gonna be able to subject myself.
Nick is a perfect example. Well, he's not a perfect example because, again, you know, like, he's gay, so this is like what the average guy would go through. But there are a lot of dudes who have no experience with women, and they've gotten everything they know about male-female dynamics from like red pillars and dating gurus and shit like that. They get it from Twitter, they get it from YouTube, they go to fucking incel forums or blacktuber or black pillars or doomers or whatever, right? And they don't, Nick is an example in his own little weird way of what happens when someone's knowledge about relationships with women is filtered completely through fucking relationship guru grifters trying to tell them that bitches ain't shit, and they'll just put you through a conga line of shit tests forever, right? And you can never let your guard down. You can never just be like affectionate with a woman. You never just like everything. It's always a test in the end, right? And he doesn't know that. And he'll never know that because he'll never be in a relationship with a woman. He can't even get a beard. I mean, like a beard as in a woman. Milo told him. Jaden said that one time Nick asked Milo about, what am I supposed to do about, like, everyone thinks I'm gay. How do I do that? Milo was like, well, just get a girl to pretend to be just get a woman to pretend to be your girlfriend. He's like, well, how do I do that? It's like, you fucking ask one out or you pay them. What the fuck do you mean, nigga? You could hire an escort. You could hire some OnlyFans bitch to pretend to be your girlfriend. It'd be super easy. And man, don't he look fucking Mexican as shit in this clip.
Off to that. Hey, want to hang out? Hey, want to get to know each other? No. Fuck that. Never gonna happen. It literally needs to be like, your village was destroyed by Russia. I will give you a green card marriage. Will you have my kids and just do the responsibilities? We will become friends. We will get to know each other. You don't have any tattoos, right? You're not a whore, like you're not crazy. Okay, but it needs to be something like that. There's no fucking way I'm gonna be subjected to the current state of affairs. I just won't do it. I'm not going to a Taylor Swift concert. I'm not going to Lollapalooza. I'm not going and whining and dining and oh my God, you know. And look, I like to live a nice life. If you're my wife, we're going to go out to dinner, but it's not going to be a fucking audition where it's like, hey, did it make you laugh? You like the show tonight? Are you impressed with the fare tonight? Are you enjoying everything? Is there anything else I could get you? I won't be doing it. They're going to be trying out for this life, okay? That's how I'm a once in a generation, for better or for worse, once in a generation figure. You know, the idea that I'm going to
Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh, can we say that? Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again from Big Nick. The Big N. Let's hear that from the Big N.
Tonight, are you enjoying everything? Is there anything else I could get you? I won't be doing it. They're going to be trying out for this life, okay? That's how I'm a once in a generation, for better or for worse, once in a generation figure.
I'm a once in a generation. Look, there ain't never gonna be another nigga like me. Nick Fuentes, man, you guys better enjoy him while you get him. You're never gonna see anybody. Nobody's gonna do it like I did it. That's what they're gonna say when I'm dead. Nobody is going to create a gay LARPing as trad cult like I did. Nobody is going to bite at the heels of conservatives who actually did get into office like I did. Nobody is going to troll and see that Charlie Kirk for years, because Charlie's movement was actually successful, and then when he dies, just change all of my fucking political and flip-flop on my positions so I can just eat up his audience like I did, right? I'm a one and only. Once in a generation. You're never going to get another. Sorry.
You know, the idea that I'm going to
fucking
be trying to reel in, I don't think so. Not like that. I won't do it. Not for someone I don't even...
Oh, it's probably true. Well, I guess in a way, it is probably true. There will be no other like Nick Fuentes. Not for the reasons that he hopes, though.
No. So it's got to be arranged. There has to be some sort of arrangement. But that's not... Listen, I'm not soliciting that. Don't you go super chatting and saying, hey, No. I'm not asking for a super chatter wife. Absolutely not. I'm not asking for a Twitter. This is not an invitation to solicit me in the DMs or anything. By the way, for any girl dads or other people, you know, she's great. No, and absolutely not. I'm saying hypothetically, you know, when I become a billionaire, have a family office, I'm gonna get my assistant to be like, hey, go find me fetch me some woman on Earth, fetch me some white woman on Earth who is down with the mission. And he will provide suitable headshots and detailed memos. And that's how it's gonna happen.
Oh boy. You know, he could do that. Nick literally could have gotten like a willing white woman to be his partner or even just pretend to be his partner at any point in the past decade. I remember it was early on. I don't remember. I was looking for this when I was making the video. I remember there was this clip very, very early on in the history of America First. Like back when he was still a teenager, in fact. Nick was talking about this girl who sent him a message and she was like, how can I support the movement? And Nick said, well, you can support the movement by getting married and having a child with a white person. And I'm like, Nick, why didn't you do that? That's fucking 7, 8 years ago, brother. How come you haven't done that in all that time? All right, so now we get to the last Twitter clip because we got one more video we got to watch after this. Just one more.
Data's right about white men's weakness being females, though. I always see white niggas tripping over themselves on the TL for
Yep.
What makes you great is you are a man on a mission.
Hold on. Volume is too low. Okay. Do not believe the propaganda about marriage. It's a big commitment. And women are dangerous. These hoes are dangerous, bro. Fuck scaring the hoes. The hoes are out here scaring you.
Data's right about white men's weakness being females, though. I always see white niggas tripping over themselves on the TL for
Yep.
What makes you great is you are a man on a mission. Your sacrifice is very admirable.
That is the biggest distraction for most people is sex. It's women, and that's all they care about, and they think there's some virtue in the carnal like that. I don't believe that. Yeah, no, but I appreciate it. He's exactly right. It is the women. And in some sense, it's even the trad woman. Do not believe the propaganda. I have seen so many guys get married and then they get fucking fat. They buy into the woman's propaganda. They get married, they get fat, she gets fat, the guy disappears from politics. You never see or hear from him again. He's just gone. He's 300 pounds. He's not in politics. He's not locked in, and he can't do anything because he's got the kiddos. Now, I know a lot of people that are married and they
Hold on, wait. What's so bad about that? If I just decide, hey, you know what? I would rather just like leave politics behind. You know, I'm getting kind of older, which, you know, we should have. It should become more of a regular thing where people hit a certain age and they're like, you know what? Let me leave politics behind so I can focus on other stuff like my family or my community or other goals or shit. And leave politics to a younger generation so I don't become a fucking dinosaur in office who dies in my chair, right? Like, I wish that should become more of a regular thing. But what's the problem with that? I'm fat, my wife is fat, we're both happy with kids. What's the problem, Nick? Why do you have such a problem with fucking men and women just getting together and being happy and shit? What's the problem, brother?
They'll look great, and they're still in politics. It's not prohibitive.
Why I gotta stay locked in all the time? I can't fucking lock out or whatever when I'm with my girl?
I'm not anti-marriage. I'm not saying don't get married, but I'm saying...
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not anti-marriage? I've never heard... Like, he does a lot of... Well, he doesn't even do that. He doesn't even talk... Maybe in the beginning of his career, but he's hitting the... You know how, like, they say women start to switch up their behavior? They start to get a little frantic, a little hectic when they're about to hit the wall in, like, their early to mid-30s and they still aren't in a committed relationship. That's what Nick is feeling. Now, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that he's feeling like the gay dude equivalent of the wall, right? Like, he's leaving the twink phase. He's basically already left it. He's getting more fat. He's getting more Mexican. He's no longer the cute little whatever twink that he was when he was a teenager, early 20-something, right? The boys aren't going to be over him. He won't have fucking, I don't know, Milo's trying to, like, groom him to be a somewhat, like, respectable politician. And then he ends up disappointing them to the point that they end up, like, swearing off being gay themselves. That's being left behind. So he's feeling the pressure. He's feeling the pressure that, oh, fuck, I'm really about to leave my whole 20s behind. I'm really about to leave my whole 20s behind without once just going around and being a fucking cock sleeve like I wanted to be. Being a nice little slam piece like I wanted to be. This is what he's feeling, like, internally, like, deep in his mind and deep in his subconscious, but he can't accept it. So he lashes out like this, and he talks shit about marriage and relationships in general. He's just becoming just a bitter woman, basically.
Don't believe this propaganda that, hey, as long as you're trad, there's no perils. Hookup culture bad, marriage good. As long as you're marrying a trad girl with verses in her bio, you're fine. It's like, no, you're not. She could be a mega bitch. She could still be wearing the pants. If you don't lay down the law early, she will run your shit forever. And you will be procuring material for the nest until the day you die. And it will be the end of the male life cycle. It's perilous to get married. It's a big commitment. And women...
Perilous? Like, what's the worst that can happen besides divorce? What do you mean perilous? You know how many niggas get married? And hold up, there's actually an awesome This actually reminds me. I keep taking detours, but damn, bro, this shit is actually really fucking funny. Okay, so hold on. Let's go to CIA. Where is it? 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 I should be able to... Hold on. Oh, wait, I know what it was. Let me go to CIA strain. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, we will watch this. We'll watch this video. We'll watch this video later, right? Some of you might already know what it is. We'll watch that video later. That just reminds me. But no, what are you talking about, nigga?
Dangerous.
Perilous.
They're extreme because they're people. And if you're not smart, if you don't play it smart, you're going to get screwed. You're going to get screwed over big time. You're going to be 10 years older, treading water, running in place, saying to yourself, why did I get married? What if? You just don't want to be that guy. You know, for me, look, I love what I do. I love the mission. That's all I think about. I wake up and I think about it. During the day, I think about it. At night, I think about it. It's what I do. I will travel at a moment's notice. I will make big capital investments. I'll dedicate all my time to it. This is what I love to do. I could not do what I do and also be in some big full-time relationship where some girl is going to be like, you never take me out. You never snap.
Dudes do this all the time. Like, there are rich, influential dudes who do exactly what Nick is talking about all the time. And they actually do it. They don't just talk about doing it. Nick is talking about, oh, I travel. Oh, I do these big investments. I'm doing everything for the mission. This nigga don't do shit, right? He don't do shit but stream and play Nick Fuentes is basically a smaller, more competent, more successful version, childless and gay version of Dickers. Well, less gay version of Dickers, right? Because to Nick's credit, he's never done anything. Shit. Tattoo, now that I think about it, we might want to do a Review Tech USA gay moments tier list. That would actually go, I just thought about it. That would actually be pretty insane itself. Because he has quite a few. I think there are actually more, I don't know. That's an idea for later. But yeah, we could do that. Anyway, yeah, he's just a more successful version of Rich in that he plays video games and he streams and he mopes about how bad his life is all the fucking time. He doesn't actually do anything. I can't recall the last time he did something. Like, traveling and going on podcasts, in my opinion, is not doing anything. You don't canvas. There are no fucking chapters for America First, nigga. You aren't running any politicians. You aren't running for office yourself. You just get on here and you bitch and you cry and you fucking black pill. You're a bitch. He's a bitch.
Like, I just couldn't do it. You know, I do the show 5 nights a week. You know, so if you're a man and you want to grind it out, you know, you're not necessarily going to have a woman who's going to be with you all the way, who's going to tolerate the sacrifices that you have to make with your time, with your money, with your reputation. And for some people, that's not the case, but you just got to keep these things in mind. And I just detest this, like, you know, people say, well, I don't like Nick until he gets married. It's like, well, you kind of can't have two masters. I can't serve the empire but also serve my bitch wife. You know, you can't, it doesn't...
Why is your wife always a bitch? Why? He can never imagine himself happy in these fictional situations, these hypothetical situations where he's actually in a committed relationship with a woman. And oh, look who it is, it's Zerka. Dick riding Zerka again. Conservative women are bigger feminists than liberal women. Okay, bro. All right, Zerka. Okay, dude. Just gobble. Just get it all in there. Get every inch, Zerka. Go straight to the base. God damn. I hate this nigga, bro. Okay. So, this is our final clip. And then we will grade the wife Jack saga. Really the anti-marriage saga, but we just have wife Jack representing it. Because the reason why he was so angry at wife Jack was because he saw all these people just celebrating and commemorating the idea of a wife. They just love the idea of wife. Oh, I have a wife. Oh, I want a wife. Hey, I'm in a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. She's going to be my wife soon. And they're just all making these cute, funny posts about, you know, being in relationships with women and being happy. And it fucking... it just tortured him inside, but he couldn't admit it. And here we're going to have Candace. Candace is going to come here, and Candace is going to somehow she's going to be the voice of reason and start trying to talk to Nick about like being in relationships and shit.
If you are, do you attend the mass?
I do.
Like, do you go every Sunday?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so you're...
Milo says that's a lie. Milo says that Nick does not go to church, that he's bullshitting, that if he does go to mass, he's just saying that so he can fucking go. He's saying, Milo basically says that Nick church going is kind of like the Quartering's church going, and that it's more for like the grift or the brand or whatever than it is for like actual spirituality or community or love of Christ.
You're like a committed Catholic, then obviously, like, you know, the perspectives on family. I mean, I personally, and this would be me lecturing, but I just feel like you really have no idea who you are until you start a family. And whether that means just marriage, some people who are struggling to have children, okay, fine. But there's such a growth that happens because of that I think it informs your beliefs in so many ways. And I think that was a huge turning point for me. Like, I wonder if I had been pressed with everything that happened last year, if I didn't have like the unshaken faith and my family, what would I have done? And sometimes when I see the things that you say, I do think, okay, he doesn't take into account family. Like, it's just Nick. Nick is in his own world, which can be, I think, a quite selfish perspective, which is fine. That's what you're saying. You like being selfish is another way to say what you just said. I like being selfish and I don't want to give of myself to somebody else. But
Well,
do you...
I also think there's something selfless involved, which is to say, I could go and start a family and drag them into a world of mine, which is pretty chaotic. You know, I mean, is this really the kind of a lifestyle? If I'm banned on everything and I can't make a living, I'm banned from banking, I'm banned from credit card processing, I'm getting doxxed, people are showing up to my house trying to kill me, things like that. And what's more, I mean, let's also get, you know, I also don't appreciate the lecture. You don't know me, you know, so I know you're married. I know you're older than me, but
We do know you, though. We actually do. Nick Fuentes is one of those people who there's enough material about him, shit that he's admitted himself, that you can know him, that you can learn about him, that you can break down his character, right? Like that whole Super Bowl party stream where he just went on, and I broke it down. That shit went on for like a good minute of him just crying and just telling Veda about how he was bullied and how he couldn't even play baseball with the other kids because he was bad at sports, so they forced him to play umpire. And at the Super Bowl parties, they would beat him up, and he didn't even want to go. And he told us that, right? And he'll act here like, Nick, you're not mysterious. You're not somebody who keeps to yourself. We know all about your life. We know all about you since you were in fucking high school. There are videos. At the beginning of my video about Nick, I put a video about him, like, it's a video where he's showing people where to go to prom. That's how much we know about Nick. We know what this nigga was doing during prom at his old high school.
you don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know my situation. I don't think you're in a position to give me advice, especially as a woman, honestly. I don't think women, you know, this is something in the right wing. We say we're anti-feminist.
Wait, what?
And then
Wait.
I don't know my situation. I don't think you're in a position to give me advice, especially as a woman.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, she didn't even say anything that's like, I don't know. She didn't even say anything that was like gendered or whatever. She didn't even say anything like that. She was just saying things about relationship, things I don't know if I 100% agree with, but it wasn't anything like trying to shame you for being an incel or volcel, whatever freak shit you are.
Honestly, I don't think women, you know, this is something in the right wing. We say we're anti-feminist, and then women go around telling men what to do who are not their husbands. And, you know, I don't really buy into that ideologically, but that's besides the point. You know, my life has been tumultuous from the very beginning.
There you go. With the main character shit again, my life has been tumultuous. His life has been tumultuous because of choices he made. Like, nobody told you. Nobody told you to go to Charlottesville when you were still in college. Nobody told you to do that, Nick. Nobody told you to become an edgy e-celeb and get involved with the fucking sector and internet blood sports. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody told you to start cults. Nobody told you to hire gay pedophiles into your movement. Nobody told you to fucking, I don't know, start making viral posts that end up bringing crazy bitches to your house. Like, Nick's life Nick's situation, Nick's outcomes are 100% just the results of his own actions. All he does is suffer from the consequences of his own actions, and then he whines. He whines about getting the obvious results. So yeah, it basically is all cope. All of this shit was cope for the fact that he just despises the idea of marriage. He despises the idea of being in a committed relationship with a woman because he's gay. And he just doesn't want that. And it makes him sick that not only can he... Well, it makes him sick that he can never just, like, come out of his shell on this shit. It's basically just cope for the fact that he's still in the closet. And he can't experience, like, a normal, traditional relationship because he's gay. And also he just hates women. And even his hatred of women just comes down to the fact that he's just, you know, he's gay. He's gay and he's bitter because he wants to be a woman. He wishes he could be a girl. And he could be fucking Jaden's girlfriend. And so that way when he was taking those weirdo-ass photos of him, Jaden didn't fucking call him a weirdo afterwards. Gator159, thanks for the $10, buddy. Would you consider an Aleister Crowley documentary alongside with a lyrics analysis of Ozzy Osbourne's Mr. Crowley? Very off-brand for your channel, though, lol. I mean, I don't know about the Ozzy Osbourne shit, but I could do some weird stuff like that. I mean, I actually do have, like, one documentary idea that is completely unrelated to the usual lolcow or niche internet topics that I usually do. But I might not even get to it this year. I might end up doing it next year. No, it's not Gamergate, because I actually do still consider Gamergate a niche internet topic. Anyway, yeah, you know, thanks for the $10, buddy. Anyway, Wife Jack. Again, Wife Jack is just like a representation of Nick's entire bitterness towards relationships and marriage and just traditional shit in general. So where do we put this? I'm feeling S. I feel like this is a spiritual S, because this is like the ultimate representation of what like makes Nick like spiritually, he didn't do anything gay, but you can tell where all this frustration and anger at Wife Jack came from. What does Mr. Krabs icon mean? The Mr. Krabs, you can go back in the stream. It's about this incident called the Mr. Krabs incident where he was caught watching trans femboy porn. Instructive but not explicit or funny. B tier. S2, S or above. Okay, I feel S. Not as gay as obviously, but it's like, you know, it's like a spiritual S. But nothing tops gay Jaden, which is still, that was the gayest era. Like, bro, that was crazy. Nick lost his marbles. Okay, so overall, again, this isn't all of the gay moments. These are just like the ones I thought were worthy enough for me to like put them on the list. So D tier, we have like his love of Euphoria and also Queer Eye for the Straight Eye. C tier, we got him, the Sussy Squad's existence basically, and his friendship with the members who consisted of it. B, we got that time he had that Boss Baby incel account to look at aesthetic boys, which is just buff, handsome gym bros, basically. He was just lurking at cute boys from his Boss Baby sock account. And then we got all these A tiers, which we got, of course, Catboy Cammy, easy A. The Catboy, his Catboy fetish in general, also A tier. That time he admitted to watching Destiny's dick sucking video, and he fucking broke it down and examined it, A tier. That time that he accidentally streamed gay porn on cozy.tv, and then he blamed the IDF, A tier. And we have the Pariah the Doll and Dollhouse Saga, that's A tier. At the S tiers, we have, of course, the Mr. Krabs incident, easy fucking S tier. And also we have his Wife Jack, anti-marriage, anti-traditional relationship, S tier. And at the very top, with his own tier, its own tier, is Jaden / the Black Light Saga, where he just did all this creepy shit to Jaden, taking photos of him while he was sleeping, fucking going through his laundry, looking at the bathroom for hair and I don't know, cum and whatever the fuck, taking a black light and looking for cum on furniture and shit. Just, it never got gayer than that. So there you go. Somebody fucking printed out in the Louvre. I might fucking share it on Twitter. Can I share it on Twitter? Hold up. Can I share this shit on Twitter? Yes, I can. Yes. Hold up. What the fuck? Is this how you do it? Via single you. Oh, it doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a name. Well, does it matter? Does it matter if it doesn't have a name? Well, fuck it. It doesn't matter. Nick Fuentes Gay Moments Tier List Results. Alright. Is that it? What? Wait, hold up. What the fuck? No, that doesn't work. What the fuck? Damn it. Hey, anybody in chat know how this shit works? I actually want to kind of tweet it out. Anybody in chat know how it works? You might need a screenshot. You know what? Fuck it. That actually makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. Thank you for saying that. That makes way more sense. I'll just take a screenshot. I'll take a screenshot. Oh, excuse me. You guys can't even see it. You guys can't even see what I'm doing in Paint right now. But that's fine. Here we go. I want to put this right here. Okay, now let's try this again. Let's try this again. And hold on. All right. It's done. Yes. It's done. Okay. All right, there you go. We've done it. We completed the tier list. Thank you guys. Before we go, I'm sorry. I didn't want you guys to see. Cuz here's the thing, I let you guys see what's in my folder. If I let you guys see what's in my folder, it'll give away what the next video is. And I kind of don't want to I want to do that. I like to keep things under wraps. I'll only like to tell you guys what I'm doing when I'm like mostly done with it. Because if you guys see it, right? You guys see what I'm doing. You're going to be like, oh, I look forward to it. And then it's like, well, I wasn't going to commit to that. I was kind of just gathering clips. And now I feel bad if I don't like do anything with that. And I kind of don't want to do that. I don't want to be in that situation. So before we go, there's this one video right here, right? This will completely change what you think about the CIA, about 3-letter agencies and glowies in general, and possibly also Tucker Carlson. So this is a dude, an actual CIA agent, telling us about how everybody in the CIA is fucking all of the time. Like it's crazy. They literally have their own strain. They have their own STDs. So unique STDs that are unique to the CIA. That's how much they're fucking.
CIA that when you went into a conference room for a meeting, that you should never touch the table because you didn't know who was having sex on it the night before. The CIA has long had the highest divorce rate in all of government. It's over 75%. I worked for a deputy director for operations who had been married 3 times, and all 3 of his wives had been his secretary before he married them. I remember once, near the end of my career, my boss had recommended me for a major promotion. It was a nice gesture, but I knew that I wasn't going to get it, even though I had just returned from a highly successful operational tour in Pakistan as the chief of counterterrorism operations there. Why didn't I think I'd get promoted? Because I was up against a headquarters-based officer who was banging the head of the promotions committee. Sure enough, he got promoted, and I didn't. Even my boss was outraged. Thank God that he was senior enough to give me a promotion with the stroke of his pen a few weeks later. But so much for performance-based promotions.
Think about how often this happens in like other agencies and all throughout branches of the government. How many people get promoted just because like they're fucking their superior, right? Or they're fucking somebody who's friends with their superior, who's close to their superior, right? They're fucking a cousin or a relative of their superior. This is a level, it's really hard to beat that level of nepotism. This is basically what's going on with like Kash Patel in the FBI. He has this Israeli girlfriend who totally isn't a Mossad agent who's just fucking him, right? And it's like, how is that not how's that not like compromise U.S. security, bro?
One morning, when I was serving in Pakistan, I was on the phone with my then girlfriend, who later became my wife. She was a senior CIA officer, and I like to start off each early day with a phone call home just to hear her voice and to ask her how her day had been. At the time, Washington was like 11 hours behind Islamabad. At that same time, I had 5 old men working for me. All 5 of them had been the chief of Near Eastern operations at one time or another, and one of them had been the associate deputy director of the CIA. They came back as contractors after the 9/11 attacks because they were patriots. Well, one of them overheard me whisper, "I love you," on the phone when I was getting ready to hang up. And then when I hung up, he asked me, "So, are there wedding bells in the near future?" I said that I wasn't sure because I had just gotten divorced from my first wife, and I said, "I don't want to be a 2-time loser." He got mad, and he said, "Loser?" He yelled into the next room, "Hey, Jim, how many times have you been married?" Jim shouted back, "I have 4. Bill, how many times have you been married?" 5 for me. Dave, how many marriages for you? He said, "I have 3, and my 3rd wife gets a pension from the German government because she was a member of the Hitler Youth." Honest to God. Between them, they had 18 marriages. It was.
See, this is what I was talking about when Nick is like, getting married is perilous. Nigga, you can walk that shit off. That shit ain't nothing. So long as you aren't like, your wife doesn't fucking take literally everything. Like, you didn't find out. If your wife was cheating on you and you found out that none of your kids are yours and she took half your shit, right? Then that's something. Okay, you lost a significant something. But generally speaking, like, a lot of dudes, they just dust that shit off. They just, oh, fuck. You know, people don't notice about divorce statistics, but a lot of divorce statistics are just people getting divorced, then getting remarried, and then divorcing again. And then they just keep doing it. And they rack them up. Like, they just stack divorce. They just divorce maxing. 1 divorce, 2 divorce, 3, 4, 5. And they just keep going.
was ridiculous. All I could say was, oh my God, I don't want to end up like you guys. I often used to marvel at my CIA colleagues too when we were on official travel, usually under deep cover and in dangerous locales. All they wanted to do was either screw other CIA officers in the local station or find a cat house where they could choose a woman from a menu. It always seemed so dirty and disgusting to me. But how about this? 20 years ago, at the height of the Iraq War, a doctor from the CIA's Office of Medical Services had to fly to Baghdad because so many CIA officers were banging each other that they had begun passing around a CIA-specific sexually transmitted infection, a VD, venereal disease, that appeared only among CIA officers.
Dude, the fucking CIA, they're fucking so much, right? This is like monkeypox, right? This is like when monkeypox was becoming a thing and like it kept only getting passed around by gay dudes because they kept fucking each other in saunas and they wouldn't stop, right? So it's like these CIA agents, they're just fucking non-stop on all these missions, these perilous missions, these missions that are like determining the future of American security 2, 3, 4, just fucking orgies, right? It may as well be orgies because apparently they're all just fucking each other, right? It's to the point you have to bring in professionals from abroad just to handle the situation, just to quarantine it. It's like you niggas are about to release a new strain of fucking AIDS or whatever. It's insane. It is like, you think about the CIA. Every stereotype you think about the CIA that's painted in the movies, in the fucking TV shows, the games, the books, none of them tell you this. This is breakthrough. This is shit that will completely change your perspective on 3-letter agencies. Because if it's this bad, this guy is just being honest. What's going on in all the other glowy agencies? What's the FBI up to? Right? Because we're just seeing, I think that the only difference between Kash Patel and like previous FBI directors is that he's just being like very open about the fact that he's being compromised by some cooch. Wasn't there another FBI director who ended up having to resign or something because of a mistress? How often, like, who are all these dudes who are just breaking down their industries because they can't stop fucking their coworkers, their subordinates, other people in politics? How many conspiracy theories do we think? How many conspiracy theories that we actually think were the results of like governments? Like, what if 9/11? What if 9/11? Some people blamed the Jews. Some people blame Bush. Some people just, some people say there's no way it was terrorist. What if not only was it actually just terrorist, but the reason why they didn't get caught was because the people who were responsible for detecting that shit were too busy fucking each other? What if that's all that happened? What if 9/11 happened because the people who were responsible for stopping it happen were too busy trying to like get some ass? What if that's the actual truth? What if a lot of the crazy moments in American history just came down to some dude was trying to get some ass at the wrong time, so thousands died? It's just something to think about. It's something to in a way, Nick Fuentes isn't wrong when he says that straight relationships are like perilous. Because you hear about like gay dudes just passing around all these unique diseases. You rarely hear about them like compromising U.S. security. Maybe it's because just getting ass is very easy as a gay man. I don't know. Anyway, that's basically it for the stream. I just wanted to show you guys all that before we went. I'm glad you all came around. This old dude is 100% a Fed. Oh yeah, 100%. He's very open about being a Fed. He's telling his own war stories, right? Because these were war stories to him. You can't even touch tables and shit because they're compromised. They got this fucking mutated toxic goo on some shit. You gotta bring in a doctor to examine from all the way from the US because 50 of your coworkers have been fucking on it. Yeah, it is nasty. CIA circle jerk, but literally. W stream. Oh, thank you guys. It was just, I don't know. It's something I want to do for a while. I haven't made any Nick content in a while. And I'm like, you know what? This is a perfect time. Because people got to know. We got to remind everyone. Oh, I'm a bit quiet for everyone else. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, we'll fix it next stream. People gotta know. I gotta remind you guys, because never forget, Nick Fuentes, he's a lot of things. He's a Fed, he's a liar, he's a grifter, he's a narcissist, he shielded a pedophile, right? He's conspired against his friends, he's a subversive element for the right wing, but most importantly, he is gay. Never forget that. He is gay. Right? That black guy who's saying, "Why are you gay?" That appears in Nick's dreams every day. He just sees that guy asking, "Why are you gay?" And Nick can never come up with an answer for it. Which is why he's so fucking mad all the time. Stop asking me. I don't know why I'm gay. Anyway. thanks for sticking around, guys. You know what? Hold up. Fuck it. I'll send you guys out with the same thing I brought you guys in with. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'll send you guys out with the very same hit. that I sent you guys out with, because it was such a banger. We got to listen to it twice. Listen to it at the beginning of the stream and at the end of the stream. Whoa. I'm sorry, that was my phone. I always keep my phone close to me, so, you know, sometimes I can't, you know, look at my laptop. I can't look at my computer. No, what the freak? Where'd it go? Where did it go? It's supposed to be, oh, I put it in here. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Open with. Okay. All right, I'll send you guys out with this. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Glenn Greenwald. Glenn Greenwald. Hey, Glenn Greenwald. Excuse me, brah. You're excused. You're excused. Glenn Greenwald passes by me. He's in the. This is a gay club, by the way. Don't ask me why I'm there. This is a gay club because Glenn Greenwald's there. Don't ask me why I'm there. I'm there to kill everyone. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm gay as it comes. Pop my cherry with the guy. All my followers say they will rape, kill, and die. Beezer tried to switch it up, but he crawled back and coped. Kanye West fired me. I think it's time to rope. Told the Groypers I quit cause ass crosses are a sin. America first, yay tree, it's got trims from Bangkok to Berwyn. Real queer in my coat and duck boots, I'm looking suspicious. Kanye's dick is delicious, Breaking in the Jaden's room, waving round a black light. If you're in the cozy lobby, you'll be waiting all night. Cause you know I'm always starting. Give it to me. Wanna see you grown by Ollie. Give me smiley. When Ollie is in the party, little boys all pull down their pants. Got a glow in crypto, don't know a couple $100 grand. One snake, but still got my ring kissed by the red-hatted fan. Judas was my best friend, but tried to kiss him at Spider-Man. Started hating women when my sister stole nutrients. Wait until they find that commie whore's only fans. Beardson is my most loyal bulldog, sick of fans. Drugs by Milo had me biting the pillow partition. If you're at the Capitol, break down barriers twice. If you see me, you're Tyler Russell. Pretty, please don't call ICE. Got a whiff of James Laundry. Give it to me. Was left out of the Super Bowl party. Give it to me. Can't stop yapping on about the Model U, and it's now been like 10 years. When you're a test tube baby, you end up turning into a queer. Wait for me to start my show, but I'm still seething at my chair. Won't eat anything except McDonald's, I just can't seem to care. Keith Woods is blowing up on X, and I'm still seething about it. I'm mad at him because he didn't spurg out like I did. Scanned my viewers, got fired, and said that I still worked with Ye. I lied and said I quit because vulture lyrics were not okay. Breaking in the Jaden's room, waving round a black light. If you're in the cozy lobby, you'll be waiting all night. Cause you know I'm always starting. Give it to me. Wanna see you grown by Ollie. Give me smiley. Oh, get boy, get me. Oh, yellow Kathy. 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 If you're at the Capitol, break down barriers twice. If you see me, you're Tyler Russell. Pretty, please don't call ICE. Cause I love my squatty body. Give it to me. Was left out of the Super Bowl party. Give it to me. Breaking in the Jaden's room, waving round a black light. If you're in the cozy lobby, you'll be waiting all night. Cause you know I'm always starting. Give it to me. Wanna see you grown by Ollie. Give me smiley.